So, welcome everybody to episode 4 of the Wisdom Bank podcast. I am your gracious host, Brano, and I'm here joined by the wonderful souls of the WBN team, along with amazing community members that are part of our community as well. We've got Linda, Damon, Michael Anthony, Steve, and DC here. And if you guys want to just go, one by one, kind of tell everybody, why you believe in WBN, what brought you here, and a little bit about yourself, that'd be amazing. We'll go ahead and start with Linda. Linda.
Hi guys.
Before we go to Linda, guys, can I say something?
Of course,
Yes.
Damon. Of course,
So,
he shoots in. Go ahead.
so I want to say that tonight this podcast is being brought to you by the universe, and it's saying to you, "Hello, welcome to Web 4. This is going to be the most elite human beings spiritually that you'll ever come in contact with in your natural life." And that thing inside of you, some call it a Holy Spirit, some people call it a soul, some people call what it does magic and miracles. That is your consciousness. That is the one likeness that God created in you as himself. It's in every scripture book, every religion around the world. Your consciousness is God. It's the one likeness you have. And throughout your life, since you're an itty bitty little boy or girl, you live your whole life and you just know who you know. If your mom is a housewife and her husband is a cop or a security guard or a drug dealer, she stayed home while he went out and he was a man, took care of the family. But that family-oriented structure was removed by a control system. The same one that controls what you put in your body, what you put in your mind, what you put in your heart. It controls that. You make subconscious decisions while your intuition tells you, don't do that. But you go against your intuition and you wind up learning a lesson. Or on the other hand, it happens to turn out to be a blessing. And then in some cases, it turns out to be both a blessing and a lesson. And you take that wisdom, that knowledge, that experience that you paid attention to and you paid for, and you put it back in your wisdom bank. And over your lifetime, that bank in the back of your soul, in the back of your mind, in the back of your head, acquires value. And that's what the version of the world gets of you, your value. But you think of yourself, you love your family, you love your friends, you're a God-fearing man. And you know that the universe gives to good people. You don't live like that. We used to. Consciousness of God was always a big part of humanity. It is what kept us loving. It is what kept the flowers red, blue, purple. Love, the vibrations, the frequencies, the waves. See, the waves are turning points in your life. It's when enough energy, vibrational frequencies get together and they make something big happen. That's called a wave. It's not a frequency. That's when everybody on the same frequency joins and they catch a wave. Then it's to the moon. But we're controlled. Everything we do, what we watch on TV. Right now, people are busy keeping up with the Kardashians. The mindset of our 15-year-old is shaking her ass in a phone or a mirror, putting her body out to the world, giving her worth away to some little boy that's not going to respect her, not going to love her, and she's just going to keep loving him because he grew up with a single woman. He knows he's going after his mom. He's going to find his mom. See, that's what little girls and little boys do. They grow up and they find you. Whatever you raise them to be, that's the world they'll be in. And that'll be part of their soul, that Holy Ghost. This is an introduction to Web 4. The world has never seen Web 4. It's seen Web 3 and cryptocurrency and projects and Bitcoin and Ethereum, but it never seen the people, the little guy, the you and me, in control of anything that will give us millennial wealth. Millennial wealth, not generational wealth. Millennial, hundreds of years. And when that happens, it has to happen because there is dark energy somewhere. Because there's always a negative and a positive. It's always two poles. If there's a dark place somewhere there's the light. Somewhere there's the brighter side of things. And that's what we are. We're the brighter side of Web 3. So we can't be Web 3. We're Web 4. Linda, Brano, Mike, DC, Steve. We're a family here. Look at this. We are a family. We formed a community that's a family, that's a team. And we have a cryptocurrency project that already went to 18.5 million with just us. Now we show the world what we have and say, come on, that's what we are. We're an introduction. Sorry, I got cotton mouth.
No worries, Damon. I love how you changed your name to Linda real quick for us. But yeah, no, I appreciate you coming in hot. That's the Damon you
And
guys
I wanted
hear
to say
every
that I'm
week in
so,
Spaces. Go
Brano,
ahead.
I don't even know how to describe it, that I am here with the best human beings on the planet. With the best human beings on the planet. And I have Steve, someone I know in personal life, who is a very, very, very wealthy man. And he's a business owner, he's a go-getter, he's an entrepreneur. He wants better for his family. He has a lot of kids. So he has to make more money than me or you. Like with me, I got 6 kids and 8 grandkids. My bag has to be bigger than everybody here. I got 14 people depending on me. I have a tribe depending on me. So that's why I go so hard. And that's why I found you guys. Because you guys go hard too. Mike, the entertainer. Steve, the car guy. DC, the everything, the X guy. Brano, the influencer superstar that Web 4 is going to introduce to the world. Hello, this is consciousness. This is spirituality mixed with wealth. And our diet is not only going to be healthy, organic foods, but what we bring into our life is going to be healthy and organic as well. That's the people we are. We're selfless. And we have a project that we told people, you'll win here. We launched on December 5th, buy a bag. And if they did, they would have turned $100 into $35,000. Because we 350x from where we opened up and went to the market and launched. You would have 350x if you believed in this project. And there's people that still, right now, that's up crazy in this. They see 50,000, 60,000, 100,000 in their wallet. They're not happy because they seen 700,000 in there already, 800,000 in there. They don't want hundreds of thousands. They want millions. That's what's different about Web 4. We're the new millionaire bracket where the little guy gets to win. The me and you, the God-fearing men and women who want to do right by people. And because of our past, you can't bring that against us because the last 5-10 years of our life, we've been doing good. We've been doing good. You know, scrutiny comes when success comes. When success comes, so does hate. You have to understand the universe, positive, negative, duality. If there's one thing, it's a motherfucking other. That's life. But I'm sorry. Go ahead, Linda. I love you, girl. But I'm
I
so
was
happy
just
to
gonna
be in this
say, are
room.
you gonna
I just
let
want
Linda talk or
I just want to say
okay.
I want to, but see, I'm passionate and I want to express my feelings and my emotions for my team. because I love you guys,
I
and that's
know.
how excited I
We
am.
appreciate you, Damon. But this
And
presentation the format is
we
called
got
a
time.
panel
We got
discussion.
time. We got time because
Yes,
we're
we
not
do.
going to stop tonight until we get it out and we let the world know who we are. So, hello, Linda.
Hello,
Please, Linda,
guys.
introduce yourself.
Hi, guys. I'm Linda. Um, I'm a child of God. So actually, Wisdom Bank Network, this project, it chose me. This is something that I have been praying about, manifesting. But when you praying about things and you asking God to lead and guide you, you have to let him do that. You have to let him lead and guide you. I didn't know where he was taking me one night when I stumbled into Damon's space. And when I went into the space, I felt the vibe, I felt the energy in there. And I stayed and listened to his message. And he was talking about he was going to launch a project. He never did say the name, what it was going to be. And he was looking for selfless, um, like minded people to be in the project. And I didn't know at that point that I was going to be one of the 12 founders to be in the project. But when God has something for you, it's for you. And he had Wisdom Bank Network for me, this project. That is a bridge to financial freedom for me. I'm going to be the person in my family that break that chain. I'm going to be the one to break that chain for my family. I have 3 kids, 2 boys and 1 girl, and 2 grandkids. And the world that I grew up in, it's not that world anymore. This world, this government has become corrupt. It's so evil. And by the time my grandkids becomes an adult, I don't know what this world's gonna be. But I want to give them a chance, give them options. That they don't have to struggle. And the WBN is that project for me. So I just thank God that the universe directed me to 11 like minded people and a like minded community. And I know that we going to succeed, and I know we going to make billions. But even if we don't, which I know we are, that's not even the point of it. It just being relatable and meeting people that's like-minded and selfless, because this world is so evil and it's hard to find. It's like you were wondering, like, are there any people that love one another? Are there any selfless people out here? Because it's so evil out here, and you would think that it's not, but it is. It's more of us than it is them, because evil would never overcome good. And this community, this team is the proof. It is the proof that evil will never overcome good. So I praise the Lord. Thank you, Jesus, for that. It will never overcome. So that's my story. So that's it,
That's
guys.
yeah, no,
That
that's
was
beautiful,
fantastic. That was
beautiful, Linda.
fantastic. Sorry,
Yeah.
Brano. I didn't mean to step on you, but I'll go next. My name is Michael Anthony. I came into the Web3 space from the entertainment business with the goal to merge entertainment with what Web3 have to offer, and that's blockchain, crypto, AI, all the things that make up Web3. I think it's just a marketing gimmick, though. And through that journey, I found myself into this group. I was pretty much drafted into the group, you know, and I do not regret my decision at all, not at all, because I think what brought us together, one of the things that brought us together was we all suffered uh, some losses in Web3 due to there being a lot of scammers, a lot of rug pull operations, And I don't want to sound like everything that has to do with crypto is a scam, because it's actually not. But there are some bad actors in the space. And I think because we all fell victim to that in one way or another, it kind of brought us together with a purpose to provide a alternative to people. Okay. And tonight we're going to go deep and explain exactly what that alternative really is, and why it'd be a good idea for you to join us. Go ahead, Brano.
Yeah, beautifully said. Let's go ahead and go to DC. What's going on, DC? What have you
I'm
learned?
just honored to be here amongst my friends, amongst my family here. I know that, through this journey to where we are at this point in time, we went through a lot, and I know that I came to crypto to really expand my borders, to be able to have capacity outside of traditional finance, outside of what we knew day to day. And I really did believe that crypto is that ticket. But during the process of that discovery, I really did come across a lot of tales that weren't quite what they were supposed to be, and what sounded like a good deal ended up being another rug pull or another burnt account. And through that process, I really had to come to grips with where I was and where I wanted to be, and what was required to actually get there. And I remember very specifically speaking to God about just, I need to expand my network. I need to expand the people I know. And I had very specific criteria of the level of people I wanted to be with and around. And I put it out there one day, and then within a matter of a few weeks to, I think, maybe a month, I knew once I put that out there, I have to follow up with like expanding my knowledge, expanding my wisdom. And I really was led to, to Damon, and then to the rest of the family you see here, through basically putting out what I know I needed and asking. I think a lot of people just take life as it comes, but I've learned that in that process, you really lose your identity, and you have a right to actually know who you are and who you want to be with and where you want to go in life. And when you put that out there, the universe unlocks for you, and you acquire new ways and new wisdom beyond your capacity. And when you have people around you of like mindedness, you really do learn how to step into who you are. And when you like actually join together, you create a force multiplication that can't be equated to anything in the world. And that's what we did here, not by chance, but by a lot of circumstances. Each and every one of us came into each other's life, and this project was designed to take all the aspects of what we liked about crypto, and extend it beyond that with the fact of what we knew caused losses in crypto. Most cryptocurrencies that suffer losses usually happens internally within the team, and we understood that from a core principle of this project, that like this that can't be this team. Like, we had to actually step up to the play and understand that it's not about money. It's not about like trying to make the most gains in the shortest amount of time. It's about building something using the technology at hand that can transcend our generations. A couple family members in this group that aren't here right now, they ain't selling. This is for their grandchildren, and I feel very much the same. I'm a little bit older. I'm like 42. But I know that my children, I have a 15 and 18-year-old, they're going to face the most dynamic shifts that have ever existed in the last, 1,000 years. And that's something that, I think as a husband, as a father, I've learned to actually put the building blocks in place and utilize technology, like blockchain, like marketing, and utilize it in a way that can actually multiply my efforts, because time's limited. If I've learned one thing in all my endeavors, and I've done a lot of startups in life, with success and failures, time is the most valuable resource you have, and integrity is the thing that causes the distraction one way or the other. So this project is built around integrity. It's built about setting a vision and following through that vision, and understanding that it's a collaboration of efforts, and no one person can do it alone. And that's this project and the core of my beliefs, and that's where WBN fits the bill, in the sense of it's what we want it to be because it's for the people, It's not for government control or government regulation. It's for the empowerment and the sovereignty that we've been given from God by birth. And I'm excited for all the topics we're going to discuss in the future here, and proud to be here. And that's me, DC.
Yeah, we're so glad to have you here, brother. Like we've
Yeah,
been through this journey, from the beginning. And let me just go in real quick about, I'll go next real quick, and then we'll add
yeah,
the person who's waiting in the back room. Um, but I mean, just to spin off of what has been already said, I felt alone wandering the halls of Web3 in terms of not being able to kind of connect and mesh with people like I've meshed with in this team in terms of values, in terms of principles and morals and things like that. And even alone in life sometimes, when you see, you think differently than a lot of people in your personal life or just acquaintances and friends like that. So this whole thing happened very organically, just going in spaces, meeting Damon, and just there was no talk of a project or a token or nothing like that. We were just speaking about our experiences, speaking about what we've went through in Web3, what we've the losses that we've taken, and just life in general. Damon's got a couple of years on me, and a lot of other people on this team have got a couple of years on me. But I just soaking up all that wisdom. I'm not a spring chicken myself, but I knew, like, when we had those discussions in spaces, I was like, man, this is perfect. This is a movement. This is wisdom. And Elon, say what you want about Elon, but right before we even launched the project, he tweeted out, "Wisdom is greater than wealth." And wisdom, it doesn't come with age, which Damon says a lot. It comes
It
with
was the vibration in the fucking air that Elon felt at that moment in time. In that very moment, at the present moment, when we had that vibration of creating something so selfless.
exactly.
Listen to the teammates. They think some on this team think we're stupid for for not selling and let other people make hundreds of thousands of dollars. That we're stupid. That we should at least took something to help us in life for what we're going through right now. We at least should have took something. And I said, no, you don't understand. You're creating energy. You're redirecting energy. So if you're giving something up in the beginning because you believe later it'll be very, very abundant. If you know that, it's mindset, man. It's your mindset. Can you open your eyes and see that this is the greatest time and you're at the greatest place to be on the history of this planet ever, ever? There's more wealth ready to be distributed during this next bull run and halving that is wealth, millennial wealth, and it's a once in a lifetime opportunity because what we knew is Web 3, what they think is Web 3, is really past that now. We're Web 4. The consciousness has stepped in the room. When you go in a room and you see everybody in there arguing and fighting, what you don't see is the truth standing in the corner, not saying anything. The truth just stands in the back. It doesn't say anything unless the two people have their two sides to their story. But there's always the truth there. See, that part of you is your consciousness. That's your consciousness. That's your godness in you to make your life, your everyday life, like heaven and not hell. Direct your energy and what you put into things, how you treat people. If we had to sacrifice not selling because we believed we were worth millions and millions, then that's the one end of the pole of the other side of the energy that comes from that polarity: in, out, left, right, up, down, cold.
Indeed.
Guys.
I want to hear from Steve, man. How you doing,
Oh,
Steve?
Hi guys, um, I'm Steve, the mechanic that Dane's been talking about. Um, it took a lot of courage for me to come up here because I'm usually an introvert. I like to be alone, and I don't talk to nobody. But for me to be in this project and for what it stands for, I overcame that fear because I'm so passionate about this project. Um, I mean, I've been here in the U.S. for quite a while now, and um, I mean, it's been getting pretty bad lately, and I'm not too fond of this country anymore from what it used to be. I don't feel safe here, um, but I mean, I came to this country to chase the American dream, like everyone else. Um, um, I thought that working hard um, uh, will get you what you want, you know. Um, but I realized that, I've been working as an auto mechanic for about, I would say, 30 years now. Um, and I missed out on a lot of my kids' uh, earlier years. I was never there. So I regret that moment because I can never take it back. Um, I mean, I came from a small family. It was only me and my brother, so I always wanted to have a big family. So that's why I have 8 kids. I love every single one of them, but there's nobody here that in my family to take care of them other than me. I'm the breadwinner. And for me to um, pass away, I mean, my dad um, died at an early age. He died early late 30s, just like me. He came here working hard, but he died of drinking from stress of working too much, and I was basically following that same path, you know and um, I want to make a change because once I realized that um, with the inflation and everything that I can never get ahead in this economy. I tried real hard. I mean, I I basically go in harder than everybody else. I mean, I've been in crypto since 2018. Um, I was, I fell for 2 scams, um, and I didn't lose a couple thousand. I mean, I lost about 150,000 so far. Um, Basically, if you, I'm a Christian, and I always prayed to God that I needed something to come my way because the way I was raised up, I love helping people. I even formed my own crypto group because not because I wanted to, it's the people that I help. They told me to open it because what I'm doing is good. So um, naturally, I like helping people, and for me to find this project here that's like-minded and they're selfless and I can relate to everyone here. I mean, we come from all walks of life, but we have one. The main thing that's in common is we look out for each other. We want others to do good also. We're not selfish, and we're God fearing. I mean, everybody in here. I thought I can't find somebody like that actually. This is more than for me. It's more than um, um, an investment for me to come out of my shell because I can't. How do I explain it? I never felt so much alive, you know, um, and I can't thank Damon for that. I mean, he opened my eyes. I mean, I'm becoming somebody that I can never be by myself. I just realized I was gonna talk to him about it, how he changed my life, and not money wise. I mean, as a person, I became a person like I was always like scared all the time, or I didn't want to go out there to meet somebody because I'm very shy, you know. But I'm more outgoing, um, and basically, I'm just a person that I want to be now, So I just can't wait to see where this project is headed because I know it's going to be great. In this project, when they do the podcast, I don't get no sleep, but I'm so attached to this project because I believe in it so much that I'm I'm going all the way. Um, so sorry guys, I lost the train of thought, but
That is a wonderful testimony. You know what, Brano? You're the host. I don't mean to step on your toes. I'm
let
just
me.
so used to hosting. I'm
You're good,
sorry.
man.
As far as how I got into this project, I sold Damon a car, and he told me to invest in this. But after I found out about it, I did my research and what this stands for. Oh my God, I just went all in, and thank God I went in this project.
worth billions now. And
Um,
excuse me, Mike, excuse me. No, you're not going to be the host because you're leaving here in about fucking 20 minutes. So Brano is
No,
going to
I'm
be
not
the
the.
host.
I'm definitely not the
And
host.
yeah,
Brano
so
is. That's why I
you're going to
apologize.
be, Steve, he's going to be irrelevant in about 20 minutes. And it's going to be us in here. Uh, so I'm just letting him go, get away with it. But when he's ready to host, he can host. But this Brano show. Brano show. That's what hashtag that.
Brano is the official host of all the video shows. I host the audio podcast. That's the official roles we have here.
can I say one last thing? Um,
Yes, please do.
for
You got hold on, Steve. You got plenty of time to talk, brother. We got all night. Mike's
okay.
talking like he got somewhere to go. So Mike can just chill and play his little, he's the participant today.
No,
Uh
I'm fascinated with what Steve has to say because this is the first time he's ever spoke on a venue like this.
right.
This is
Uh,
like
Trust me, we have a lot to talk
groundbreaking for
about.
him.
We
by
have a
the
lot.
way, I told you that I have 8 kids, right? But I do take care of more than 8 people in my family. I take care of my wife's family in the Philippines because her dad died, and I told her mom and her brothers that I'm gonna take care of them because it's not where they are. They're in the countryside, and they're a third world country, and they're poor. So um, basically, right now I'm taking care of 14 people because I send money overseas. But I mean, like I said, I was getting into crypto in 2018, right? So I thought uh, by trading that I could win in crypto. You know, not I always had that DJ mindset. And I actually paid for a lot of courses. I think 2 courses that paid money to actually learn it, to learn the chart, to even pay for the indicators. So by being in those courses, I met a lot of good people in there. That was like me, that are real honest and nice people, which I onboarded a lot of those guys onto this project because I think they deserved it. You know, and and they trust me from knowing them for over about a year and a half now. We're going against everything we learned. We as in trading, because we know when a chart pumps up, it always retracts. And like Damon was saying, I went all in on this. I think it was 4 days after launch, right? You told me on the 9th, right? Um, and the project I launched on the 5th. I didn't hesitate. I got in right away. You know, thank God it was telling me to go in right away because I wanted it so bad to change my life from being scammed from the past. But it took me, how do I say, my portfolio that I invested went up 60x. I was in about almost $500,000. Okay, it made me want to take profits or sell, but for I couldn't do that to this project or Damon, because I believed in this so much, that I'm gonna hold this till the bull run, to change my life. Because that $500,000 that I saw, it's not gonna change my life, because I have a lot of people to take care of, and I've seen that kind of money before. I own my own business. So I'm I have no doubt that this is gonna be great, and I can't wait. I'm just so excited to see where it's gonna go.
You guys heard that? Diamond hands, diamond-handed Steve. But no, I appreciate all the words, Steve, and that you're able to come onto the show and give your testimony. And you're one of the community members that always shows up in spaces. You're always there supporting. You even hop up and you join in on the content and help us, speak on stage. And I,
Trust me, this is the first for me. I never did this. I'm too shy to do.
Steve is like a founder in this project.
pretty
He believes
much.
in this just like a team member. He has a position in this project that is top.
Yeah, you got a great spirit about yourself, Steve. I
You
really
know,
appreciate you
Thank you.
being here.
he's the 13th member. That know how they say in Seattle, it's the stadium. Well,
They say it in
he's the
basketball. They say the sixth man, right?
he's the sixth man. Yeah.
No,
And
definitely.
his community, the value of his community that he brings. He brings a valuable community. Is Amy here?
Yeah, I would love to be introduced to who entered the room while Steve was talking.
Yes.
Hello.
Hello, Amy.
Hi. Yeah,
Hi.
Steve brought me into the project. And I know I've been in the space and I haven't spoken. And this is the first time I have ever stepped up and to come into the space and to talk to you all. And I appreciate Steve bringing me in. I believe in the project. I'm a diamond hand holder. I haven't, from the beginning. Yeah, so I really don't have much to say right now, but I believe what you guys are doing and how you are helping the common people who have never been to crypto. And I've known Steve for about a year, I would say, right, Steve? Being into that, into the groups. So that's how I learned about crypto.
Yes.
I've always didn't know how. I mean, it was a new area that I have never. I've always wanted to get into crypto, but I didn't know how. So I entered the space and just to learn how to buy, um, how to hold. I mean, just like learning different projects, how to research and all that stuff. But we did have to pay money into learning all this stuff because if anyone coming into the crypto space, you can be taken advantage of right away. And without that type of knowledge of learning how the charts and the projects and how to do your research, you'd be going in blind, and your money, people will take your money in right away. So I don't know what the community plans on doing about like teaching people, the folks, and how to research or invest in projects, or if you're just going to just invest in this project only. But even to learn how to buy and how to transfer your cash into crypto money is to buy. I mean, that was difficult for me, like moving money around and the wallets and things like that. That took me some time. It's a little scary because if you do the wrong thing, you can lose your money, right? And I don't know if you're planning on teaching folks these things.
That's what we're doing tonight.
Okay.
Tonight we're saying hi, and we're going to introduce the world what we are.
Okay.
And we're
That
also we
transition.
do plan on we know that people who come into this space are at different levels
Yeah.
of being educated about
Right.
it. So we try to make ourselves available
Yeah.
on Telegram,
Mhm.
on as much as we can to answer any sort of questions. But
Mhm.
we do plan on developing further more and more ways to educate people to be onboarded safely
Right.
into this sector.
Right.
It's very important that people are protected in that
Yeah.
early part of the journey, for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
Well, first they want to know
Yep.
what is it that am I investing in? What
Yep.
explain this to me? What it is?
Right.
Tell me what this is.
Yeah.
Well, basically, it's digital money
Yep.
that's real to the SEC, to the Federal Reserve, to the United
Mhm.
States government. Uh,
Mhm.
it's real, and they're
Yes.
telling you to stay away from it and only deal with BlackRock
Right.
and
Correct.
and you notice what they do with positive and negative energy. BlackRock owns Vanguard.
Yep.
Vanguard owns BlackRock.
Yep.
Right now, they want to act like they're on two different poles
Mhm.
with the Bitcoin ETFs
Right.
because they know that positive and negative energy has to exist to get an end result.
Yes.
See, they're playing with self mastery, people.
Mhm.
They're playing with consciousness and awareness and
Mhm.
discipline and patience.
Mhm.
They're playing with ancient fucking wisdom. And if you do the same and you apply that and make that your reality, you become the master of your fucking universe. Now
Mhm.
wake up. You have that likeness inside of you that's
Yep.
godlike.
Yep.
Use it.
Yep. I
We
totally.
have to show these people that, listen, this is the way out, guys.
Yes.
Yeah,
I,
and we definitely had a lot of practice in terms of the team, how we kind of launched this thing is that we went out and we got, friends and family and people that we knew who didn't even know anything about crypto. And the team went hard and went out there and taught them how to do all these things, taught
Mhm.
them how
Right.
to set up their wallets, taught
Mhm.
them, how to
Mhm.
buy on Uniswap.
And
Right.
Before we even launched, we've made new tutorials for YouTube for
right.
people to watch to walk them through the process. But that's definitely going to be a big part
You
of
know,
kind of
we
our.
need we need personal relationships with our holders
Yes.
because the investment, let me tell you what an investment is. Most people in Web3 don't make investments. They don't. That's why we're different. We're Web4. This is where you actually make an investment.
Mhm.
You actually believe in something, you know what it is, and you believe that long term it will bring you value.
Mhm.
Much, 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 much larger value.
Right.
And this time you get to apply your soul to it because it's something that feels good to you.
Mhm.
So you get to go out there and represent it and tell the world about it. That's what we
Mhm.
are. We're a movement. We are
Yes.
the community.
Yes.
See, we are X. We are X. We are
Yeah.
everything. Look at
Right.
us. Look at us. We are X. We are
Right.
Web4.
Right.
Hello.
Right.
So yes, Amy, we have to show people.
We
Look,
do.
this is the process.
Right.
This is what you do. Now come over here, invest and
Yeah.
chill. Come to the spaces. Come do some content with the team.
Right. Well, I'm
And
gonna.
now
And a lot of people are very conservative. Where I'm from, like very conservative, and I'm in the state, and everyone's that I know is like pretty educated, and they believe in the old way of making money, work hard, invest in like the SP 500, like crypto is dangerous. I can't even talk about crypto to anybody. They think I'm crazy or think I'm being scammed. So, I'm lucky that I went into, didn't listen to them, and I met it with Steve and these other folks like, Brad. And, without their support, I wouldn't be able to survive in the crypto space because I
right,
actually need anyone physically here to guide me. and these guys, were always supporting us, supporting me, and
So, so
educating.
it's
Yes,
Amy. What's happening here is we have an awakening
right,
on this planet.
right.
Heaven and hell.
Mhm,
God is within us.
mhm,
That's why dreams are manifestations of the energies that are in conflict with each other
mhm,
inside you
mhm,
or at peace.
mhm,
That's why dreams come true.
mhm,
Dreams are just energy confused. If you don't feel the oneness, the selflessness, you create your own existence,
mhm.
positive or negative
Right,
energy.
right.
That's it. You control that. Once you see that, you know, okay, this is it.
Yep.
I'm wise enough to be for the universe and God to put me around my
Right,
people.
right,
My people. That's it.
right. Well,
Passion,
here,
the hunger, the drive, the
you got.
ambition.
It led me to, like, I'm in this space, and no one else is, that I know are into crypto. If they are, they just like have like Ethereum or Bitcoin or something like that, but they don't really, invest into any of the projects.
Because they don't know about it.
Exactly.
They don't. If nobody's in crypto at this point, guys,
Mm-hmm.
whether they're police officers, firefighters,
Mm-hmm.
construction workers,
Mm-hmm.
sanitation workers, if they're not in crypto, it's because they don't know and nobody has told them. And if they're not willing to listen for the first time in their life to their
Yep.
heart and
Right.
their soul,
Yep.
then they don't deserve this. But
Right.
there's many people that I know that exist that
Yep.
are out here. Because look at you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Look who I'm around right now.
Mm-hmm.
The best people in the world, the purest people in the world.
Mm-hmm.
We're doing the right thing over here. We're creating the right vibrational energy,
Yep.
and it's created a frequency over here. We're
Right.
bouncing, we're bouncing waves over here. We're selflessness.
Mm-hmm.
That's the vibe over here, and it's a beautiful thing. And
I,
when the people realize it's us against them, and when I say them, I mean the elite corporations that control what you eat,
yep.
watch,
Yep.
wear.
Yep.
I'm talking about your government agencies that support them. I'm talking about all that. It's
Yep. Yep.
us, the people,
Yep.
versus them.
Yes. I agree.
It's time for us to wake up and realize that.
Yep.
And we got crypto right in front of us
Yep.
that the universe is saying, here, go get billions of dollars. But you better do good with it. You better help humanity. See, this is one of those. See, we know we'll win here, but we better get back. That's why there's Steve right there. That's why there's Mike down there. Reno, Linda, DC, Amy. Look around.
Mm-hmm.
Look who's finally going to win here. Good people, wholehearted, good
Right.
people.
Right. I listen to you a lot, Damon, and I reflect on a lot of things that you say in relation to what's happened currently in my life and what I've experienced in my past. Um, and it makes me a lot. It makes me think a lot when I'm in your podcast. And I guess I don't really have much to say, only because I don't know. I'm an observer. I'm more of an observer than and just take in and what everyone else is saying and apply it to my own life, I guess.
That's a skill that a lot of people don't possess, is being a good, listener and actually absorbing the information. So that's
Mm-hmm.
a very important skill.
Right.
Because people lack the knowledge to understand that in your very moment now,
Mm-hmm.
it's all you have.
Yeah.
God, if you believe in one, or the universe, if you believe in one, is finally putting you in the right place at
Right.
the right time for you
Right.
to say, wake up.
Right.
This is your community. This is your
Right.
tribe. This
Right.
is this is your wealth.
Right.
Wake up. That's what we are, guys.
Yeah.
Say
Exactly.
hello
Yeah, it's
to the
really
world.
nice to meet
Say,
you too,
say
Amy.
hello to the world. Web 4. Say hello, WBN.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello,
Hello.
world.
I'm glad I got
Thanks for being here, Amy.
a great space, and it's nice to attach a face to the voice, and to make the people see that this project is real and there's actually
Right.
behind it.
This makes it real, guys. I
Yes.
promise you. This makes it real.
Yes, it does.
Very
And it makes
real.
more. Yeah.
Don't
I
be
agree.
surprised after this one.
No.
Don't.
And we're
This
this isn't going to be the last video version of the podcast we do. We're going to do this quite often. This is the first of what's going to be a continuing series
oh
until
yeah,
infinity.
this is a what did you say yesterday, Mike? This is
Well, I don't think any project. I
It's
don't
a
think
requirement.
it's a requirement.
if you notice, no projects has actually been done this where they have like the members behind the project actually coming on into a live video podcast,
Right.
and it's good for people to have like they don't feel like they're scammed.
Web
They,
4.
yes,
Say hello to throw the Web 4 up.
Web 4.
Throw the four up.
We're the
Yeah.
we're the
Um.
bridge. We're the
Yeah.
bridge to freedom, guys.
Yes,
We're the bridge for normies and newbies.
yes,
We're their bridge to financial freedom.
yes.
Amen.
And I
So
just want to say, more learning material
Hmm.
will be available. We're developing. We're learning as we're going along as well, and
Right.
we're trying to learn the best way to teach people. And part of that is learning how people learn.
but
You
but
know, and
you want to know what
we're adapting, and we're
I
you
going to
want to
build from there.
you
I
want to know what the most important part about all this is we have an entertainer, we have a law enforcement agent, we
mhm.
have we have a mechanic car salesman. What do you do, Amy?
I'm in retail.
Amy's in retail.
Yep.
Uh, we have
Nice.
DC who's into a bunch of entrepreneur shit.
Mhm.
Uh, we have Brano who's forming into his
All legal, by the way.
all legal, all legal. We
All
have
legal.
we
Hard.
have
Don't, Damon, don't say the word influencer. I hate the word influencer.
no, but you are you're not an influencer. You really are, but we need to find another word. But you are a messenger.
I like
You're a
that
messenger.
messenger. And before that, I was a personal trainer. So
Listen, Brano.
Where are you?
Listen, Brano show. Brano, you had the big Brano show, and you're the messenger here, and you're what these young men and women need to listen to because you're going to tell them the right thing and guide them the right way, and that's what we need in this world: guidance, and we need wisdom, we need knowledge, and we have it here with all different walks of life, all different diverse human beings here who've been through the depths of hell.
Yeah, I appreciate that. And, just being more transparent with people because, the goal behind WBN was, it's a token for the people. And I know one of our team members calls it the people's Bitcoin, and that's not a joke. Like I really feel like this is the people's Bitcoin. I think Bitcoin is no longer the people's Bitcoin. I
Mhm.
think the thought behind Bitcoin when it first started, it started out that way, but now, I believe it's being controlled and manipulated. And we're at that great reset where, our token and our project represents a movement. It represents the pain. It represents the frustration that not only America, but the world is feeling right now. And like Damon always says, it's a movement and it's infectious. And I believe people are going to look upon this YouTube video 10 years from now and they'll be like, "Wow, like that's how WBN started with uh,
And when
a podcast with 6 people on it," and then they're
so
gonna
for
be
the
able. Go ahead.
right, go ahead. I'm sorry, Brano. I'm sorry. You know,
No, no,
I
you're
get
good.
excited. I get excited and passionate when I hear you talk, bro, because you bring innovation to this. Uh, you bring you're bringing your young sharp mind to this, and you know that's what was needed here as an ingredient in this project in this community because the people are going to say, "What is WBN? What first of all, what the fuck is cryptocurrency?" And you're going to have to explain to them, listen, very clearly, cryptocurrency is a form of internet native money to gain global adoption and one of the world's largest cryptocurrencies. Uh, the transactions between WBN are sent using blockchain technology, which allows it to be sent between any two parties without requiring a fucking bank. See, blockchain technology allows WBN to be global and to be scarce because the supply is only 333 million, but there's a lot of that already. It's only like 3% left on the market, so it's the supply. Once it runs out, it's over. Goes to $1, $2, $3. We're at a penny and a half right now. Around a penny. A fucking $3 from here is 300x. And if you got 25,000 in this right now, a 300x to that is life changing money. Just to let you know that, guys, that's life changing money, man. $7 million, $7.5 million. So we got to remember, guys, that we got to show the people, show the police officers, show the firefighters, show the secretaries, show the retail workers, show America what cryptocurrency is and how they control it. The governments don't. And that's why they have a perception that it's bad, that it's a scam, because they don't want you to know the good part to it. There's always a positive and a negative to something. Think about that part of it. That's what cryptocurrency is. It's the new financial technology. Money is done. I hate to inform you now, if you're listening to this and you didn't know this before tonight, the dollar that you hold in your fucking hand right now by 2030 will become like a $2. Its rarity will be like seeing a $2 bill. They'll exist, but it won't mean shit and people won't spend it. Watch. There's a new world coming, a digital world. And this is the currency for that. Everybody here knows that. And that's why we're here, guys. We're innovators, we're leaders, we're team members, we're community members. We're here to lead the people and show them the way. But we have to show them that this is good. When we created a project, look at it. That we're telling you that you can win here, whatever you want. Listen to the community. They're happy. They're up. They're up big. They're up big right now, and they know it's going to be much, much bigger. They already seen their wallets at 500,000. They know what we are here. We are. You can win what you want here. You can invest what you want, and whatever you think you're worth, you can take. If it's a car, if it's a purse, or if it's changing your fucking grandkids' future, it'll be here for you. And that's what WBN is, guys. That's what Web 4 is. We're Web 4. We are the people. We're the consciousness of the internet money. We are
Damon,
the Go ahead.
going back to what you said about the government, they keep saying that, crypto is a scam, but they know it's not a scam. But if they keep saying stuff over and over, they know people is going to believe it. They don't want us to become rich. They don't
They
want the people to have anything. They're the ones out there buying up all the crypto while they scaring everybody else and telling everybody else it's a scam and don't buy it and don't do this and don't do that. And once they done bought it all up, and then they're gonna come back and say, "Oh yeah, crypto is the greatest of everything. It's digital
Well,
and
they already
come to
did that. They already did that
yeah,
with the BlackRock ETFs. They proved that
it,
Bitcoin is a a long term profitable investment.
but they
They are
only want to talk about Bitcoin and Ethereum. They don't want to talk about other cryptos. You know,
no. They don't even want to acknowledge that crypto is going to be the banking system, take over the banking system. They
exactly,
believe the people, the sheep, the sheep think that that bank that they depend on, that they've been depending on, that's been fucking them over for years, they think that's always going to be there. It's always going to go this way. If you're an intelligent, free thinker, you know things change over time.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't keep up with the times and what's happening, that you'll get left behind in society.
Exactly.
And there's a lot of people that don't see this for what it is. And that's okay. But that's why there's a universal thing called the awakening, because people are waking up to it. They're starting to see it. And you saw that energy transfer when they forced people to take the vaccines and the jabs. They infringed on people's free will. See, they can sell you cigarettes, tell you that gives you cancer, you still buy it. They don't get karma for that. They're telling you that it's bad if you touch it, but they're going to sell it, but it'll fuck you up and kill you. They do it with alcohol. They're doing it with everything. See, they don't want you to be a free thinker. They want to control you. So if they could change the perception, I had a guy, I know Branos was in the space with me. He came in and told me, he said, "Oh man, the fucking borders are so bad down here." I said, "No, they're not." I said, "When's the last time you were there?" He said, 5 years ago. He said, "But I seen pictures and it's much, much worse today." I said, "Bro, the pictures you're seeing aren't real. Just like that Spider-Man movie you watch isn't real. When he's sitting on top of the building, he decides to jump on a truck. It's not real. It's imagination in your mind. That you don't believe propaganda to get you to feel a certain type of way." And I think that's what's bringing us together here, guys. I think it's the sick and tired in everybody, and knowing that we're good people, we do right by people, and we move with love. And why shouldn't we win when the bad people are winning? So we came to Web3, we came to cryptocurrency uh, at a time where people were using knowledge as a weapon. They were using what the normal people, me and you and other people, just normal people that don't know anything about crypto, they were using their knowledge to rob everyone, scam, and just take their money. Uh, but now people are aware of those type of projects, and that's why there's new projects now. One that we created that isn't that, and we have 400 people that believe in that, and we'll have 4,000, 40,000, 400,000 more. Um, we are the bridge to financial wealth. Um, and we are Web 4. And it's, I'm passionate, guys. We've been, this is something we have been building. We've been spending all our time on. So to see what it actually has grown into is it does something to me. It does something to me spiritually about it.
Yeah, I
Uh,
think a lot of the people feel the same way, especially in our community, about where we see that the world is going, and we know that it's not going in a good place, and we're trying our best to, like you said, get ahead so that we can change our lives and change the lives of people closest to us, because we're not going to wait for the government to save us. The government's not going to save us. We're going to have to do that ourselves. And the fact that they're now just approving the ETFs, saying, okay, it's okay, guys, now Bitcoin's a little safe. Ethereum's going to be a little safe for you guys to
If
finally
they
put money.
say, here's the thing, Brano, if they say, that's what I was saying, they already admitted that crypto's safe because crypto, Bitcoin, and Ethereum, we are Ethereum. We're Ethereum. When we make hundreds of thousands of millions of dollars and we take Ethereum, Ethereum is what they said is okay. We're going to do ETFs for that too. So that's what we're on, that blockchain, that network, the Ethereum network.
Right, but they want people in ETH because they know that, ETH can only, I don't know, 10,
We are
20,
ETH though. We
30x,
are
but they don't want people in our type ERC20s, the coins that can
right,
1000, 5000x, because they don't want that
right.
shift of power. They don't want that to
No,
happen. But
no.
Exactly.
And that's why we're here. And we're saying, hello, we're over here.
The thing that is inevitable is understanding where our existing money system is right now, and knowing that like it's literally on old technology, like old cobalt coding and the big computers that used to take up like half the building. That's the technology that the money system's on right now, and all they can do is add money to it. So the reason why the only thing you can do in the financial system right now is add money, is because of the existing code and the existing hardware that's still being built today that will be phased out. If people don't understand at this moment in time we're at war, and the reason, the evidence of that is all these different currencies, and in many ways the technology is released to see like what technology rises to the top and what sort of dictates it. We do have like some kind of quasi free market, but realistically it's corrupted, and that's the issue. But marketplace and exchange of value, is inevitable, and that's always going to be needed. And understanding that innovative ways, like just as a telephone landline became a cell phone, is always going to happen, and our money system is next in line. That's what the rich elite understand. That's what they know, and that's the reason why you see this activity of not only like new infrastructure being rolled out. If you don't understand the last 6 months, Wells Fargo, Bank of America, a lot of these banks have upgraded to like a Basel III standard and ISO 20023. Those are new infrastructures that are going to be released to send money digitally on the new block space that we understand. Now, that's going to be implemented, in the next 5 years, pretty much. And like David said, at 2030, what as a dollar will be like that rare $2 bill, or that or that those coins you get. Eventually, probably almost to the point of being outlawed, and that's evident in when the transition from the dollar, or from gold backed dollar to the when they removed the gold backing, they made gold illegal. So that's something that will, at least where the course is now, that's where we're on the way to. Taking advantage of cryptocurrency and the technology that has to be sort of available today, like the the powers that be, the rich men of the earth, have weird ways of allowing things to exist, but also denying you the understanding that it's the next thing. So with the crypto, it is that it's like they put it out there and now they're getting ready, but they're gonna tell you it's not safe until they own it all,
See,
and then they sell you their product, right?
they're not telling them that you will eventually buy your milk, your butter, and your gas with Ethereum or Bitcoin or WBN. They're not
Or
telling them that
any
yet.
kind of smart contract. I mean, the blockchain smart contract is inevitable. That's what that
Th-
is. That's what
Right,
Ethereum is, right?
right. Well, that's what I'm
And
saying. The marketplace is going to turn into crypto, where payments will be accepted in all type of transactions through XRP, Ethereum, um, all listen, Solana. There's everything's going to be centralized to crypto, digital currency. It has to be. It's a digital world.
yeah, something
That's
some, something that DC said in terms of outlawing the dollar. I don't. They might go that far, but if not, they're gonna do everything they can to
devalue, devalue.
incentivize using
I'm
crypto
not
or
talking about
digital
that in the next
currency.
5 years, but give it like a number of years. That's not out of the question. They do it.
Yeah,
They've done it before. Yeah.
they'll come out.
2030,
You already
2030
can't
cash.
have you can't carry certain amounts of cash on you already. So it's already there.
2030 cash will be irrelevant except for black market and deep underground when the
I
central when the crypto banks uh have to be held up by cartel money, th- then you'll know. But this whole financial system will be digital fucking currency. Cash is done. It's a done commodity. They wore it out. They devalued it so much that people have so much of it laying around worth shit.
well,
That
I will
that
I will say though it's up to them when that ends. So
right,
they can
right.
play the game for as long as they want for now,
Well,
at
that's
least.
the next reset we're facing.
Yeah.
From when they turn the lights out and turn them back on and everything's digital. That they can do that. Like they have control of the
I
population
have
of
mixed
society.
feelings about that, but that can definitely be inevitable. There's also counters to that could be possible.
Right.
But like the thing is they like you being plugged in. They want
Yeah.
that. They want to
Yeah.
plug you into the network, give you
You can make your money. They'll let you make your money. See, that's
yeah,
the
yeah.
thing
But what they're
we're not
harvesting,
mentioning.
Damon, you know this, they're harvesting your energy with that. Like
Right.
that's what they're doing.
That's
Like
all it is. The
yeah,
energy thing.
you
As
know.
soon as you wake up and realize that everything in your life is the way you direct and see energy, you're not going to make it. I promise you, you're not going to fucking make it. You're not going to make it in crypto. You're not going to make it on Wall Street. You're not going to make it in your IRA or your 401k.
You might
You're
make it,
not.
but it's gonna be in their synthetic little world.
It's going to be
Yeah.
a fixed vision of what your lifestyle will consist of, and they will decide what you eat, what you watch, what you consume in your diet. And when I say that, I mean energy as well. So you got to watch what you put into your body. And that it really comes down to energy. Watch what type of fucking energy you put in your body. Watch the energy that you think with the negative thoughts and think positive. Think about positive. Be loving. No matter how many times somebody has hurt you and no matter how much fucking trauma you have in your life. And I have pain. I sat in the jail cell while my fucking baby girl, my firstborn daughter, walked down a fucking aisle for high school graduation. And I cried for maybe a week because I said, "What the fuck is wrong with you? You were raised better than this. You were raised with values and morals and principles. And don't play no victim anymore. You're not a victim of your surroundings. You control your surroundings. You let your surroundings control you. You chased the local drug dealer. You chose the rapper, the baller, the gangster. That was the wrong path. But you had to go down that path to learn life lessons because in them low areas of your life is where the most trials and tribulations take place. At the bottom is where you learn who you are. When you look around and all you see is darkness and you're the only fucking light. See, that's where we're all built. It's where we're all built, especially the people in here, in this community, in this ecosystem. When I met Steve and he was showing me the car he was selling, and I was thinking about buying it for my wife because she needs a new car. Uh, But we talked about crypto. We talked about how he's been in crypto so long and lost so much money, but can't tell nobody about it because there's so much money there. He said, I lost a lot. I said, Steve, you didn't lose a fucking thing. Everything that you put out in cryptocurrency was for a lesson. You paid attention to something and it cost you. That's it. But you got the wisdom to not do that again because you put that circumstance, that situation in your wisdom bank. And then you got smarter in crypto, learn how to trade, but you aren't going to be deceived by projects or coins or tokens that you couldn't believe would change your life. And you were asking for that. You were asking God for that, the strength to bring that to you. Just like Linda said, God brought me here. Yes, He did. God, along with the universe, has allowed you to be consciousness, to find your worth here. Wealth is your worth, then so be it. If broke mentality is your worth, so be it. You can't control that in people. You can inspire people, you can motivate people, and you can lead people, but you cannot make them fucking do anything. My that saying, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink it. I hate it because yes, you can. You can make that horse drink that water. Take him there and leave him alone. Walk away. When that horse gets comfortable enough, he'll drink the water. I promise you, he will. He needs it to survive. It's in his fucking DNA to drink that water. Welcome to Web 4, people. This is where the horses drink the water. This is where we separate us and them. This is humanity versus artificial intelligence.
This is also, we talk about, people living paycheck to paycheck and not even having time to work on themselves, not having time to.
Well, here it
to
is. Here it is, Brano. It's in the podcast on Apple Podcast. It's called WBN episode 4. Yeah, yeah, they do. Here it is. They have it. That's what they. Anybody can go to work. Anybody can lay in bed. Anybody can do anything with earplugs in their ear and listen to something. And that's what's going to change your life because it's going to change your vibration. It's going to change your frequency. It's going to change everything about you, what you feel. See, God does that for you. He brings you around the right people. Just like when you're young and they teach you don't run in that fucking street. A car will kill you, boy. Don't run across that street. You better stop, look, and listen. Because if you don't, and you cross that fucking street, you don't look both ways, it's a chance you won't live. Or it's a chance you'll be in a wheelchair. It's a chance you won't have an arm or a leg. And in life, that's what every fucking street and road you come to in your life. But they're mental. They're the universe. And they are your thoughts, your vibrations, your energy. And you get to direct that because what you put your energy into and what energy you allow back into your body. Because if you're fucking a woman who's fucking hundreds of women, you're gonna get all that bad energy, and I promise you, you're at a point in your life where that is what you want. That type of lifestyle, that type of we all say,
everything is an energy transfer. I mean, I'm gonna, because I used to, I still do, but I make content for young men, and when they watch PORN, I won't say it because this might be on YouTube, but that is an energy transfer, and that is a very dark transfer of energy and bad vibrations to kind of, when you find out how the the PORN industry is ran and how it's conducted. So yeah, Damon, 100%. There is energy transfers in all things. There's dark energy and there's good energy.
Exactly.
You know, and that's what
Absolutely.
life, guys, that's what life is. Whether you work, whether you are a court clerk at the county fucking courtroom, or you work for Amazon and sort packages for 8 hours, when you leave that place, you start your personal world, your personal life. And if you can think of it for 1 second from that moment where I could say, boom, take accountability, be held accountable for everything that you've done in your life that led you up to your current situation. That is who your loved ones are, who your significant others are, and who your family and friends are. Look around, analyze that, and see where you're at. Are you in a grateful place? Are you in a grateful space? Are you mentally uh deserving? Are you in tune with your higher self? Have you become what God has put you here to be? That consciousness that you call the Holy Ghost. That little spark of energy when your mommy and daddy lay down and fuck and your ass is born. When you first turn into a fetus, there's a spark of energy. That is known as God. That's what he created you. Well, that's why when it's a full moon, people act crazy. People act crazy when it's a full moon. The moon energizes us, the stars. All that's in you. The universe is in you. You control your reality. But most people, the sheep, are controlled by how the media and the government and the big corporations and big pharma and education and everything is just ran and controlled and governed by bad people who keep taking our tax money and sending it as if we're not worth anything. When they don't even have the right to tax us because our freedom here in this country stands on that we took it from fucking England because we weren't going to be taxed anymore by a tyrannical government. Look around, people. We have a tyrannical government in the fucking White House. They control what we eat, what we watch, how much we sleep, how often we shit, all based on the chemicals they fucking feed us.
They're not
They
for the
treat us.
people.
Not for the people. Guys, I do have to leave pretty soon here. I got to go help on the floor. But I did just want to say I agree. Like, identity is the target, innovation is the key to get over it, to win. And we are God and God is in us. Like, that's important to understand. He shared his life for us to have access back into the kingdom and bring the kingdom on earth. And that's our mission, that's our plan, is to really establish a better way to do life and to have a collaboration of people again with the intention to do right. Right, Damon?
We're here to build a kingdom of God
Absolutely, here on
here
earth.
on earth.
And you're
We're
going to learn
bringing
who
the
you
kingdom.
are. And that's
We
so
are
important.
bringing the kingdom home.
Hallelujah. We are. That's the important thing that we're
And
here
that is
for.
Web 4, guys. That is WBN. That is Ethereum.
And it's
That's
for our
Bitcoin.
family. It's for
You're
our
not going to
family and for our
see
future.
you're not going to see any other crypto projects talking about any of this
No,
ever.
no,
No.
no. This is real. This is it. And the quicker they think like Steve and Amy, people that we told about this project, people that we knew were good people and deserved it, and look where they're at now. Their position here in this project is life changing. And that's because they believed in the team. They believed in me. They believed in Brano and Linda and DC. They believed in Tom. They believed in Onage and Patriot. They believed as a collective team that we would deliver that spiritual firepower that we have, that we would show it to the world, and people like you and me that think like us will come with us and say, let's go, guys.
Yeah, and I think the important thing to understand is that it's there for everybody. It doesn't matter, the important thing is you need to come as you are and start from there, and build
Because
on
this
that.
is this is life changing. This
Yep,
is life
absolutely.
changing. This is a once. Listen to this, world. I want the world to listen to this. This is the once and probably the last time you will ever have an opportunity at your life or anyone in your DNA in the future or in the past would have a chance to make millennial wealth in a world, on a planet, at any other particular time than now, this moment. You are in the best place you could ever think of. This is the ultimate blessing. This is the ultimate prayer. But this is financially and from an investment standpoint the greatest time to be alive. And now we're all finding out that it's the most spiritual time to be alive, where we're coming back to our true higher selves as man, woman, child. Our oneness, not what separates us, but what brings us together. And that is that love, that soul, that Holy Spirit. That's what likeness we have in each other. The likeness we have in each other, people, isn't what color fucking milkshake you eat, or what car you drive, or your political view. Has nothing to do with that. Has to do who you are as a person, as an individual. That the oneness of what we are is that soul. And that's why this is Web 4. The soul people come back here.
I
This
you know
is
what
where
you know what the ancient Aramaic Hebrew calls it chai. Chai, it's eternal life,
right.
and it's shared with us. Like we are like what happened with the significant event of Yeshua is it got rid of like that duality of that male female spirit, and we're supposed to come together as one, right? And by our coming together, we become the bride. We become the counterpart to who the creator is. I feel like
just
that's the time we're getting into the time to understand who we are. You know what I mean?
universal laws. We're coming to the awakening of universal
Yeah,
laws,
it's
not
always been
conscious.
there, and it's
Right.
an
It's
awakening,
always been
right?
there.
Yeah,
It's always been there. But
it's ancient.
they replaced it with government. Uh, huh. That's it.
Yeah,
They
I
just
mean, the greatest corruption, the greatest sin is the omission of the truth, and they've taken that away from us.
right. They're taking our freedom.
Your freedom is as free as you can be in your head, I guess. But at the same time, yeah, like the Bible says that my people perish because of the lack of knowledge. And like if you look at religion, what we call that big church that's actually a country that I'm not going to name, they have all the artifacts and they have all the information. Data is key, and that's why all these corporations and all these they're fighting for it. So the important
But
thing is the like to me is to harness my
here's
understanding how important
here's
my data is, like who I am.
so so here's the most important thing to remember what Web 4 is. Web 4 is, I don't care what information is anywhere on this planet. I don't care what books, what artifacts. I don't care about any of that. We're at a point on this planet where we are conscious.
Yeah,
where
I
we
think
are for the
it
first time
supersedes everything that we know in existence. I
everything.
get you. Yep, yep. I agree.
We
100%.
it
Yeah.
supersedes any discussions you can have. If you're going to discuss anything
I
that's
guess it just
systematic,
anything else would just show you how much you don't know, right? Because it's so
right?
much greater.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
It's so easy, guys. It's clear
Yeah.
cut. It's right in front of your face. You are in control of yourself. You are free. You are free. You don't have to think or do anything that they want you to do. It's time to go back to that consciousness inside of you. That consciousness that makes some men and women dance and faint on Sundays, where thousands of people feel it in them. They feel, ooh, it comes out.
No.
They shake, they fall, they faint, they cry. That that's consciousness. Because you know what you
Deliverance.
feel, you know what you feel is real. It's not only in your hands, it's in your bones, it's in your mind, it's in your soul, it's in your body. But you have to take that back from this tyrannical system here. You have to take back your organicness to the world of your individuality, your oneness. And when you do, you have to understand that, well, in order to change some things, we're going to need some wealth here. We're going to need some money.
Yeah. Need
We're
the
going to need
tools, man. We need
we're
the
going to need some
tools.
tools and
Yeah.
vehicles for us, for me and you, him and her, them in the back. You know, I said I told the guys yesterday on a call. I said, in everything in life, there's his story and her story. But in that room, there is the truth. And it stands in the corner and it just watches the gossip, it watches all the lies, the deception, or it watches the truth. And what society has come to is when the truth comes out and says this is what it is, how you feel and what your lowest form of human knowledge is, your opinion, doesn't fucking matter. It's the truth. And today's world, people can't feel that if it smacks them in the fucking face because everything's artificial to them up to this point. So it's going back to that oneness, that feeling of self-love, self-care, your diet and what you consume, what you eat, what you think, what you watch, what you do, how you treat people. And that comes back in tenfold if you do it all right. And we're the people that do it all right. So it will come back in tenfold to us. We know that. We just want to show the world what it is. This is cryptocurrency, and it's going to require you to make an investment. And when you invest, you're going to have to forget that you invested and wait, have patience. And later on down the line, you're going to look at that penny stock, that penny token you bought, and it's going to be $5. And you're going to have 500x whatever you have in there. Most people can't comprehend that. They don't think they're worthy of that. That's a lot of millions right there. Some people don't have millionaire mindsets. Some people have 150K mindset. See, Steve, when he's seen that 500K, he's seen that before. He's owned nightclubs. He's owned auto shops his whole life. He's seen 500K before. He said, nah, this ain't it. He said, I know what this team's going after. Big, 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 big bags. Big buys. Because we know in crypto that there's trillions of dollars coming in. And these charts are going to do something they've never done before. New all-time highs, price discovery. And the people, the everyday people, have no idea what crypto is. Well, we're here to tell them. You'll be using it to buy your fucking milk and your sneakers and your cars and your gas. It's digital currency. You can move it around in a wallet. You can send it to different wallets because it's only between two transactions, you and where you send it. There's no bank. That's why the banks don't like it. There's no fee to charge them. But there is a fee. Whatever network you're on, you're going to pay a gas fee. And that's going to be the value of the transaction that you make based on what Ethereum is worth at that time. It can be $5, $2, or $180. Crypto, WBN, what I think people don't understand is what I'm trying to tell people now, what this is. It's a cryptocurrency that is on the Ethereum blockchain. It's a smart contract, ERC20 token. And right now, we're valued at a market cap of 4-point-something million. And our liquidity is somewhere around 280, 300K. And what we are is we created a ecosystem for the holders, a basically their own currency. And the good thing is, the beautiful word and message here is that Bitcoin and Ethereum just been approved by the federal government that it's that. It's a security. It's an ETF like gold. You can value it. And people can invest their everyday wages into it in their 401ks and IRAs. Yes, they declared it gold. Internet gold. You have gold in real life, and then you have gold in the virtual world, in the internet. But that's our real world. Don't be confused. The internet is the real world now. You have to control your environment. You have to control your surroundings. Make sure you have boundaries and you keep your personal life tight. But the real world's here, where me and you are right now. This is where generational wealth is made. Millennial wealth is right here with me and you, us guys. This is where, guys, and we have to explain to normal people, to the newbies, to crypto, that if you buy WBN and it says 5,000 when you buy it, and at one point it says 56,000, and you just want to say, I want to take $5,000 out real quick, you can transfer that to Ethereum and then buy whatever you want on Amazon. That's what this is. It's a monetary system. That's the monetary system we're getting into here. The digital world, where all the money's at, where all the finances, the stocks, the cryptos. We just have to shake our fellow men and women and say, yo, look, this is it. This is Apple before it was $7 trillion. This is Amazon when it was a penny. Wake up real quick. Because now Bitcoin, Ethereum, and we know, and we're smart. I know everybody in this room is highly intelligent for their age, for their wisdom. This is the greatest time to be alive right now. We're on the dawn of the pump of the century, where we know all that money that they're about to print is about to flow in here. All that money from the stock market is going to go on to Bitcoin and Ethereum and WBN and all other type of projects. The average person can't believe that they're on their phone listening to this, watching this, and really believe that they actually have an opportunity here for millennial wealth. Most people ain't conscious and awake enough to see that. But our people that are, they will. This video right here is going to wake them up.
And that's what we got to do, Damon. We got to find those people.
We have to. They're our people. They're Linda. They're Steve. They're Mike. They're Damon. They're Brano. They're DC. They're Tom. They're Patriot. They're Adrian. You know, they're people that are important, that add value to the world. You know, so this is a requirement, because people want to know, what is an investment? What is generating your assets and adding value to your worth? You know, what is that? How's that work? How do you compartmentalize your personal life with your entrepreneur state of mind, where you're in 6 different places at once, trying to get it from every way? Sometimes, and you were never taught this, sometimes you're supposed to put all your eggs in one basket. But the system, society, and what you read, what you imagine, what you see, your reality, they tell you that. Don't put your eggs in one basket. Why? That's what they do. That's what they do. But they mentally fuck you.
They put their eggs. They put their eggs in one basket when they know the outcome of the basket.
Right. And right now, we know we have a basket that we know what the outcome is going to be. You know, we had that. We're finally in the situation that our governments and our tyrannical fucking maniacs are in. We're in position to transfer wealth amongst each other. They had to give us this. The universe gave us this. This is just opportunity. This is just answered prayers and blessings.
This is the token that's just fuck the government to me.
Yes.
Yeah, you might have other coins like Doge. They might be like, oh, that's a meme. That's against the standard fare or whatever. But this is a token for consciousness. Like this is the literal, fuck the government type token, in my opinion, and the movement. And yeah, Damon, people might be asking, Wisdom Bank Network, break it down for them in terms of our name, because I know, it's deeper than just.
Right. Before I break it down the name, I'll break down this, and I'll get this out the way. The new wave is Web 4. It's not owned or dominated by government agencies, elite families, or mega corporations. Web 4 is a shared network that's collectively owned and governed specifically by the people, for the people. A new age of financial technology that's upon this planet. And Ethereum and Wisdom Bank Network and Bitcoin and its ecosystems will lead the largest transfer of wealth known to mankind, where the power is giving back to the people, to the conscious ones. So when I say the power is given back to the people, I don't mean the loud lunatics with no logic or common sense. The power goes back to the people who are conscious and awake and have morals and values and principles. Look around. There's value here. We're bringing value to the planet. We're bringing the power back to mankind. It's hard sometimes to think about a dream. It's hard. But when you understand what dreams exactly are, when 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 you know exactly what a dream is, uh it gets a little freaky sometimes, because a dream is just positive thoughts and negative thoughts of anything that you projected into your mind up until the time you fall asleep at that moment. Doesn't matter what age you are, it doesn't matter what color race you are, doesn't matter what color blood you have. Your higher self, your consciousness, your brain, your computing system plays with images based on your energy. And when the energies conflict, you have distorted dreams. But when energies match and it's balanced and it's growth, well, your dreams come true. It was the right energy that clicked, that gave you that vision to go chase. It happened already. It was put together in your mind, in your world. You're now equipped with that. Go show the world. Find your gift and give it away. Your gift is your higher self. And that is what Web 4 is, your higher self. Web 3 was AI. Web 4 is higher self, where we believe that wisdom and knowledge, vibrations, and living, laughing, and loving, that is a mindset. It's who we are as God's people, our oneness. That we created the AI. We told the AI how to think. We told the AI what we wanted to do. But now Web 4 is where the consciousness comes. It's where it says, let's bring balance and harmony and abundance here. And that's the beautiful thing about this opportunity, about this project, the people, the community, the ecosystem, just the whole onboarding of new people. You get to meet so many new faces, so many new souls, so many good people, because you know the universe and God is bringing you in the path of like-minded people, because that's the energy you're giving off. That's the vibrational frequency that you're on. You're bringing righteous people into your life. You're coming into contact with good, wholesome people. And good things are happening, because that's what happens when good people get around good people. Just like when bad people get together and do bad shit. There's always a positive and negative to everything, guys. And that's what the control system and the governments and the elites and the billionaires and trillionaires is how they use self mastery, by knowing that the universe is mental. All is mental. The mind is mental. That mental is greater than anything on this planet, because it is consciousness. It is God. It is the Holy Ghost. It's that thing that makes you magical. And that's what we're here to embrace, guys. You know why they called it? You know why Jesus, when he picked his 12 disciples, he picked Judas? He knew Judas was going to lead him to his death. He knew he would betray him, but he had to pick them. He had to pick his disciples. He had to pick each and every one. He had to pick what the values and the morals and the principles, but what the reality of the time was, why he was here, what faith was needed, what Holy Ghost upliftment was needed at that time when it was dark here, and love was the only light. we all have that consciousness inside of us, guys. It's just the oneness, the selflessness. We're going to embrace that here in this project, in this cryptocurrency, and we're going to show the world that God is good, and that this project and Wisdom Bank Network is God's gift to the world. It is WBN, worth billions now.
Yeah, WBN still a baby. We're gonna, build this thing brick by brick, conscious soul after conscious soul, and it's not gonna take long for people to start to feel the vibe of what's going on here. And like Tom always says, it's gonna spread like a wildfire.
So the owl. You asked us what is WBN, the logo, the owl, the wow, as a wise creature in English culture, has roots in ancient Greek and Roman mythology, where the owl was associated with the goddess Athena, who was considered a symbol of wisdom. This association was later carried over into Western culture. You and me. This was a story passed down. What an owl signified, what it was. In Indian culture, the owl is often associated with foolishness and is considered an auspicious bird. But that's because it's auspicious, because it's so secretive and hidden. You don't see it. You don't know what it does. It's wise. It keeps itself unseen. So yes, certain people will not like that. They won't like the oneness of it. They'll want to kill it and eat it. You ain't killing and eating it now. Doesn't happen. You won't see it. So it's but that may be due to various cultural and mythological beliefs specific to India, where the owl's hooting is considered ominous and associated with bad luck. See, symbolism over various across different cultures can be influenced by a wide range of historical, mythological, and societal factors. But the owl stands for wisdom. It stands for understanding and patience and discipline. Uh, it stands for, it's like the symbol of American freedom would be the American bald eagle, because eagles fly alone. They don't fly in packs. Well, what do you think about an owl? An owl doesn't fly in a pack, in a herd, in a flock. It has a family, serves a purpose, man and wife and child. It represents freedom, but freedom by thought. That you only survive if you're wise, because you can always be free. It's all in the mind. But are you free in the soul? And what the planet has offered you, what the universe and God has presented for you in your path, your life, your loved ones, your family, your friends. Are you grateful for that? Are you comfortable where you're at, but needing change? Okay, you're where you need to be. But the owl, when you look at that and when you're part of that, it brings an energy. And around the symbol of our Wisdom Bank Network, our symbol, our owl, is the Celtic knot, Celtic rope, Celtic bracelet, which means never ending, eternity, but oneness. And that's what this community is. It's a oneness, a selfless oneness around here. And that's what WBN is. It's that wisdom bank. So the Wisdom Bank Network, with our symbol of the owl and the Celtic knot and bracelet around it, of the wisdom and the knowledge and the insight and the discipline, but never ending wisdom. And that's what we live by here. We live that. I live WBN. My wisdom bank is filled with so much value. I know that my wisdom bank, I'm wealthy. I've been through enough in my life where I've deposited so many funds. I paid so much attention. I paid the price. I paid the cost to be the boss. Yes, I did. I have a full wisdom bank. My bank account does not yet represent my state of mind or my wisdom. No, it does not. But it will. It will by summer 2025 and a long time before then. But it will, yes. And that's what we're trying to spread here. We're trying to spread the not only just the word, but the wisdom and the wealth, spreading the wealth amongst the people. But sometimes you have to slow down in life. Stop thinking about that fucking job that you hate and the people that work there and the sneaky, conniving fucks that smile in your face and talk behind your back. Forget about that for a second. That's a distraction. That's you working to build somebody else's dream. That's you working. That's you being an employee, an obedient worker, what they teach every kid to grow up through in the system. Be an obedient worker. Show up at 8, leave at 3. In between, don't misbehave, and you'll be all right. So it's forget about that for a second. This is millennial fucking wealth here. This is beyond Taylor Swift money or what she's worth. Or what a football team is worth, what the whole Kansas City Chiefs football franchise is worth. This is beyond that. So open your eyes and realize where we're at. And Mr. Braino, the Braino Show, that's coming up here, sponsored by the Wisdom Bank Network, will be an introduction to Web 4. What is cryptocurrency? What is Wisdom Bank Network? What is Bitcoin? What is Ethereum? What is Solana? What is this? Well, we'll show you here. We'll show you how. We'll show you what it is, and we'll show you how to get it. Only 2 things you need checked off your check mark is you'll understand what you're doing and you'll fucking do it. Period. If that's not mindset that you're willing to have, then this isn't for you. You're going to find an excuse not to participate in this because this is something that's just for the deserving, for the people that know they've been through battles their whole life, that it's time for a win. And that is it. And now that Holy Spirit inside of you is going to help you get that win.
You know what?
God is going to help you get that win.
Damon, what you just said right now is, it isn't for you. You'll never hear another founder on crypto Twitter or any founder of a cryptocurrency ever say that, because they want everybody, right? They want every single person. But this is what makes this project different. Like, we're literally saying, this is for you if you deserve it. This is for the people who feel like they deserve it. And the people that are going to come in with, other intentions, who want to, act maliciously towards the project or think that they're going to buy low and dump on, good people's heads. Like, it's not for them. And, like I said, you'll never hear another founder say what you just said.
No, you won't. See, the people who are worthy of this project, of this reward, of this blessing, prayer answered, they have to add value to the planet at this very moment. They have to have been a good person up to this moment to be worthy of this project. Their mindset, their Holy Spirit, their God of consciousness on the inside. that was created in likeness. They have to understand it all, that it makes sense. Web 4, cryptocurrency equals wealth. Okay, I get it. Let's go. And be part of the community. Speak up for the community. Tell your friends and your family, yo, this is the one. These guys ain't playing over here. They're serious. They already went to 18, almost 20 million. They almost did 20 million. What do you think their next leg's going to do? It's a no-brainer, guys. We have the greatest minds in the world here. You know, we can't tell people to the world what is actually happening, how we're actually onboarding normal people to the project, by flying to different states and meeting with people who are sharp, who are patient, who are very wise, and they know when there's huge assets and value involved, that they listen. And if it's something to them that they think is valuable, they'll add value to it. And that's how the world works, guys. And that's why this project and this community that's formed here has a pulse of such a diverse vibration, a very high vibrational frequency that is unusual. It does something different. It hits different, and that's the oneness, the selflessness vibration we have around here.
Yeah, and just to emphasize the word network in the name, that's so important because, just like we see here today, Amy and Steve, who, are part of our network and are part of, this movement. And it's going to take more than just 12 people to do it. If we want to get to where we want to get to, it's going to take the strength of people who feel, the vibrations and join and add value in their own way. And it's going to take an army. It's going to take a community. It's going to take, just a network of like-minded people who all, are on the same vibe and frequency.
And the the character of the team, of the 12 members and its close community members, Steve and Amy, JP and other people. The connection here is what's amazing, guys. The mental connection that we all made with each other, to have one vision, to have one belief, to believe in something for once in our life, where we would put and direct all our energy into it because we believed it. And for the very first time, that this is going to give us millennial wealth. We're really going to do it, y'all. Like, we're really going to become that person. Like, it's happening. Like, we're manifesting it. We're creating and we're projecting our universe. And we're doing it with universal laws of duality and vibration and correspondence and masculine and feminine energy inside of energetic vibrations already. Fine tuning it. That's what we're good at, guys. We're good at congregating, forming a oneness, a group, a community. We're good at this. We're empaths. We're introverts. We know that before you can ever love anyone else, you have to first truly love God and yourself. And that's the most important thing here, guys, is we have people that's how they live their life. And only good things can happen here. People won't get hurt here. There's not that energy here where people will get hurt. There's good people here. This isn't all the scams and rug pulls that you heard in your life. You're actually seeing the people that's in charge of the project, that's responsible for controlling the pulse and where it goes. You're looking at them. You're looking at Brano, the superstar. He's the messenger. You're looking at the best of what society and this planet has to offer. You're looking at it. You're getting the best of what God has to offer you. And people need to look up. They need to listen, but not to what you're hearing. What's beating in your chest? What gives you that tingling feeling and makes you want to give fist pumps and throw fists in the air? That feeling. You know, we've experienced cryptocurrency and what it can do, but normal people haven't. Newbies to it haven't. They haven't until now actually make money in a project. You know, we're sitting at 4+ million market cap. We told our family and friends at 250K, 50K, 300K, 400K. And if you got in that low, you're at like a 10x, 12x. You're good right now. But if you were one of those people that said, oh, I'll wait till it goes to 18.5 to all-time high, then you're going to have to wait now for the next leg up. And the next leg up, will you be one of the persons that sells, or will you hold? Because you don't want 40,000. You want 4 million. And then the next time it goes up, it's 400,000. Do you want 400,000 or do you want 4 million? You keep the pulse with the team, with the community. What is their vision here? What do they want? If they haven't sold and they don't plan on selling until they hit fucking $3 a token, that's a 300x from here. You should probably pay attention and watch the team and listen to the team. Listen to the community. Listen to Steve and Amy. You know, this project is really the people versus the government versus the elite corporations. See, they're a oneness too. All the big billionaires and trillionaires and companies and the Walmarts and the Amazons, and they're all friends. They already meet on yachts and talk on DMs.
They don't want to lose what they have, right? So yeah, they're all in cahoots.
Yeah. You know, that they're in a oneness. But this oneness is different. This isn't where it's 99% of people and just 1%. This is where you get to pick your people from out the 99% and take them to be the bridge to the 1%. Because that's what we're doing. We're going after normal people, everyday people, school teachers, bus drivers, trash men, podcasters, police officers, judges, district attorneys, lawyers, who has an investment opportunity that can turn their 5,000 to 5 million, their 10,000 to 10 million. But they have to be a diamond hand holder. And explaining what a diamond hand holder is someone who buys, believes in the product, believes in the team, believes in the project, the vision, and knows that they're going to put on a show here where they're going to introduce you and the community and the Wisdom Bank Network to the world. And people are going to know that this is their calling, that this is the answered prayer that they've been waiting for. But they're only going to feel that if they know what it is that they've won, that they've received. What has God sent them? Well, He sent them digital gold. Digital gold. Sorry, sweetheart, that it's not gold bars or cash, what you think. But it's actually the real money, the real worth, what the billionaires are using to buy cars and houses. Gold and silver. So it's important to remember that this is a journey. This is going to be a journey, and we're going to get bigger. But the community and the team have to play as one. Has to be a oneness so we can direct energy one way. And that won't be hard.
Hey, Damon, I think the recording might stop in about 15 minutes at 2 hours and 30 minutes. If we can have everybody maybe pitch in and give some last words before we end.
So do we have that talking point? Did we cover everything from that?
Pretty much. I mean, we kind of just flowed into different aspects of the different topics.
Okay, because if I could read one of these real quick, is introducing Web 4. Explore the concept of Web 4 as a groundbreaking financial platform for the present moment, emphasizing its foundation on spirituality, morals, values, and principles, free from government and corporate control. I think we emphasized that and spoke about that. Number
Yeah.
2, investing in the know, meaning I need to know what I'm going to invest in if I'm going to invest. Discuss the importance of understanding cryptocurrency as a lucrative and fast track to financial freedom, and how knowledge influences investment decisions. I think we did that as well. We explained that an investment is something that you put your money in and you believe it's going to bring you value at a later date. Not looking at it every single day as if it's a bet, as if you're a degenerate. When you do something every day with the mindset that you want something to happen and it's beyond your control, that comes down to mindset. And I think we did a good job of explaining that you have to be disciplined. You have to know that this isn't a shit coin where you're going to put $200 in and overnight it's going to go to 100 million. No, this is a project. This is a revolution, a community, a movement. This is going to take time to build. But that when it's built and people see it and know what it is, that it's going to be the best token in the world, the best project in the world. So that's what you're believing. And I think we did a good job of emphasizing that. Number 3, the essence of WBN. Delve into what WBN stands for, its core mission and its unique attributes. I think we did that as well tonight. I think we did a great approach to what WM means to us. Its symbols, its comprehensive and astounding meaning of spiritual consciousness, of knowing that this is a project that we poured our heart and energy into. Number 4, the WBN community. Highlight WBN as a welcoming ecosystem for newcomers and crypto enthusiasts, focusing on a safe and secure platform for like-minded individuals. I think we did a great job of doing that. Steve was able to give his insight on what WBN means to him. When I looked at Steve and I seen his wife and his kids sitting in the back of that van, and he said to me, man, I need this for my family. I need this for my wife's family back in the Philippines. I need this to change their world because these are good, God-fearing people. They wouldn't hurt a soul. They wouldn't hurt a soul. These people are pure. I need to do it for them. So I think we did a good job tonight of showing what this means to people, what WBN is. And I'm sorry the other members of the team wasn't here tonight. Some people had prior plans. This was the last of the minute podcast. Number 4, consciousness and connection. Discuss the role of consciousness in aligning with higher principles and its relation to financial technology. Well, I think I did a good job of that. I think the guys and Linda did a good representation of that tonight by explaining that that feeling, that soul, that intuition, that Holy Spirit inside of you, which is your consciousness, is the one thing that you have in common with God, that you have in His likeness, and that is your spirituality, your laws of the universe that you live by. You have to live by because your DNA reacts to it. You don't have a choice. I think we did a great job of that tonight, explaining that feeling, that higher self that you need to become at some point in your life to reap the necessary rewards. Um, that's consciousness. That's an awakening. 6, defining diamond hands. I think I just hold on. Explain the concept of diamond hand holders in the crypto world and their significance in the market. I think I did a good job as that too, guys. What do you think? Explaining that a diamond hand holder is someone who believes in something, and they're going to diamond hand it. They're gonna not touch it. They're going to look at it real pretty. They're going to buy it and say, "Ooh, that little 5,000 right there is 5 million one day soon."
Yep.
That's the diamond hand holder. If I could be as adolescent as possible with explaining that, that's what diamond hand holder is. Believing in what we're doing here, and one day that 5,000 is going to be 5 million. Yes, but it will be 50,000, 100, 200, and all on the road up. And whatever you think you're worth, you'll take from that. Some people say, let me just take a little bit, be comfortable, and take this ride. Some people will buy a car. I'm telling you, some people want a brand new car, and they will buy it. They will give up. They will give up millennial wealth for a $45,000 Lexus or Toyota. Number 7, investment fundamentals. Clarify the true meaning of investment and its purpose in generating wealth and asset appreciation. Think we did an amazing job of that as well. An investment is something that you buy and you forget about. Yes, you buy and you forget about it. And hoping that later on down the line, at some point, it will become an asset worth a whole lot more. Um, a degenerate mindset is somebody who's thinking, "Oh, I'm going to turn this $100 into 10 grand real quick, and I'm going to keep taking as many losses until I hit the right one." No, that mindset of degenerating value from your life, a degen who keeps degenerating assets and degenerating money and degenerating value out of his life because Web3 has made it cool for him to call himself that, a degen. But most people, I believe, aren't degenerate at all. They're actually good human beings that deserve wins. And I think the mindset, the AI and the algorithm of Web3 has been a major distraction in that. And that's why now what Web 4 is here. Web 4 is here because the morals and the values need to be brought back, um, to let people know that ho, no, there's good people in the world. There's good in this. There's value here. And there's valuable wisdom and knowledge and growth here. And to bring that out is just something, So I think we did a good job of separating what an investment is. Investment, believing in something that you're worthy of, that if you buy and forget you have, uh, you'll do well. Uh, investment is hard because it takes not only patience but also discipline. It also takes you being able to control energy and saying, "Am I worth this? Am I going to put this 3,000 up and believe that I'm worth 350,000 or 3 million? Because I believe that God, my Holy Spirit, and my wisdom has led me to the point where I'm crossing paths with blessings, prayers being answered. Because I think my God is good. I think my God would put me in the right moment. I don't believe in coincidences. I believe that this is my journey, this is my path, and wherever I end up, it's because I'm supposed to be there. But I have to stop, look, and listen. As I was taught when I started walking, don't run in the street, don't cross that road until you stop, look, and listen. This is a stop, look, and listen moment. And if people can stop, look around, and listen, but also feel this time of why that this feels right, that this is it, that this is financial freedom here. And that's true, guys, because look at my fucking portfolio. Look at my fucking portfolio. Nobody has a better portfolio than me that I know. Nobody's diamond handed as well as me. I've diamond handed since 2017. Know what type of discipline that took? Every week to send $300, no matter what pulled up. If my car needed a new alternator, didn't fucking matter. I was sending $300. My friend told me that Bitcoin and Ethereum will change my life, and I believed him because he has that type of value for me to believe. He has the type of attributes, and he's in his position in life because of his mentalism. So I listened. You know how hard it was for me to do that? during that during that last 4, 5, 6. Well, how many years have been now? Holy shit, 3, 7 years. You know how hard that was to do that, and I stopped
Did
in
yeah,
April.
delayed gratification.
I stopped in April. I stopped doing the 300 a week in April. But after that, I learned how to hit hit thousand X's. I knew Jesus. If you look at my past and you look at my profile on Twitter at Damon did it coming for it all, you'll see my pinned tweet has $60 million hashtag on it. That if you would have put $500 on almost anything that I called on my page that day, you would have hundreds of thousands of dollars, if not millions. The results are there. That crypto is you can win, but you have to control the board. You have to control your own destiny. You have to have selflessness, loyalty, honor, integrity, principles, values, morals, all mixed in with the same like-minded people to achieve that. And congratulations, Wisdom Bank Network and its beautiful ecosystem and community. You guys have done that. And congratulations. I'm glad to be part. Grateful, and I'll forever be grateful. And I'll show you guys through my loyalty and my honor and my wisdom and my integrity that I appreciate you guys more than anything in my life. That you brought truth, you brought love, and you brought conviction. in my life. Affirmations that everything that I've been through and everything that I am now is exactly where I need to be in my life and with the people I need to be with. And I'll never be able to express to you guys how much that means to me, but I'll try to show you. And from this night on, uh, the people that we bring into this, the people that come here, I just wanted them to know is this is us. There's law enforcement officers on this team. There's lawyers. There's bankers. There's regular people on this team. They're not here to hurt you. They're here to show you the bridge to financial freedom. And as Americans and as humans, we have this gift in front of us that the universe has given us, and it's called cryptocurrency and digital money, digital assets. And this Ethereum and WBN is what you'll be buying your bread and butter with at some point in the near future. Your kids and your grandkids will one day buy a soda or a water or some gas for their car with a WBN token or an Ethereum token. They'll have a debit card or they'll Apple Pay through their wallet. The future is here. This is Web 4, guys. Uh, I'll never be, that's the thing, Brano. I can't express how grateful, I am uh, for this team, for this community. Number 8, the team's selflessness. Share insights into the team's dedication and selfless approach to achieving the project's vision. You know, we had one of our team members post in our chat yesterday about how he's struggling uh, in life, how he's going through some things, and I want to tell you guys. I'm going to read it right now because this has a lot to do with who WBN is. And the team member, the family member here, I'm not going to say his name. If you research it enough, you'll know who it is. But he says, "Good morning, everyone. Hope all is well. I've been here and there. I have been drowning on bills and debt and had to start working super long hours. And I had to do out of state work. So I am away from my family for days on end. Been in hotels and bumfuck nowhere. I do what I can for WBN when I am not driving and when I'm out driving. And whatever places I visit, I pitch it. I was hoping I could have profit something, but didn't sell anything on an open round bag either. That I could have helped me out in a huge way. But I wrote that down too. So at the moment, I'm working my ass off just to pay the bills. Kind of bummed that everyone besides us haven't ate at all here and just expected better in this market. We're giving too much to these Web3 fucks on what they think on when we could take profits. A few of us could have sold a little from a second round bag to help make some of us comfortable from all the hard work for the 3+ months we put into the project and the money we put up and thereafter. But instead, we let everyone else eat who wasn't part of the project, which is insane. And I'm not mad, I'm just disappointed. I just wanted to let everyone know what's going on with me and how I'm feeling. I will try and make an audio or video. That thing is being asked when I have the time. Thanks for everyone's hard work and know what we all have put into this project with one another. Much love." Now that's significant because we had to do this project a little bit different. We had to do this token a little bit different. We had to not touch it. We had to not make any money at first. We had to prove to people that we didn't come here to rob anyone. We didn't come here to scam. We didn't come here to make money off of your backs. What we proved is we have a project here, and we're asking a community to join us so we can go get wealthy. And we said that whoever invests in WBN, they can make what they want here. If they think they're worth 5,000, then they'll sell for 5,000. If they think they're worth 30 grand, they'll sell for 30 grand. But we can't determine what people think their worth is. But with us, the team, the community, we think our worth is way more than a couple grand. We think and we know that the circumstances that are happening in life right now, where there's about to be a Bitcoin halving, which is the greatest event in the world, and a bull run where a bunch of money comes into cryptocurrency and drives the prices to all-time highs and price discovery. So it's hard though to not touch a dime. But when you're dealing with positive and negative energy and duality and correspondence and mentalism, you have to use universal law. If you're telling the people, guys, the team, the owners, the developers of this project are not selling a fucking dime. We have a vision here that we're going to see, and nothing or no one's going to stop that. Then we have to fucking live by that because that's a universal law. And that's what we do here. And I'm sorry that some of the members feel as though that other people made money and not us because of all the hard work we put in. No, we reaped the benefits of the hard work from 3 months ago with billions of dollars, not a couple of bucks. So yes, we can be honest. We can build a financial vehicle here and not take any money and not be greedy like other teams and other projects have done before. We're just going to have to let our personal lives kick our ass until that happens. But that's part of having faith in the project, faith in the coin. That yes, we let people make hundreds of thousands of dollars, and none of us sold anything. That's because we know that when we looked at our wallet and it said 400,000, we didn't want 400,000. We didn't want 5,000. We didn't want 2,500 to help us with the bills or any of that. No, we didn't want that. We wanted millions and a different life to lift stains and curses from our bloodlines, and that's going to take commitment. Um, so I wish I hope I was good at basically putting that out there. But
Yeah,
next one,
yeah, you just
go
did
ahead.
right now. I could clip that and put it as a segment. So yeah, we can use
Nice.
that.
And then number 9, vision and goals. Articulate the long-term vision of WBN and what it aspires to achieve in the crypto space. And boom, just did that with number 8. With number 8. You see how this project just flows? It's the oneness, um, the vision and the goals. Yes, we see WBN sitting at around a penny and a half right now, but our vision is $10, $15. Yes, 1,000x from here, 1,500x from here. Yes, that's the vision here. Number 10, reward and merit. Discuss the concept of being deserving of rewards in the context of contributing to the WBN project. Wow, I think I did that too, right? Reward and merit. Believing in yourself, believing that your higher power has put you in the right position to be on the right path in your life, and and recognizing that you're on the right path, that you're around the right people, and yes, you are in a billionaire project. It's worth billions now. W worth B billions and now worth billions now. So 11, addressing degen Web3. I hope I did a good job of that, people. Hold on. Oh, that was a dark place. Still is a dark place today. This Web 4 I speak of, people, world, this is the first time it's ever being mentioned. It's the first time people are ever hashtagging it or using it in a form of speech. It hasn't existed here before. It's just Web 3. There is no Web 4. This is new innovation, Web 4. This is us. Quote unquote, this is us, Web 4. The world hasn't seen us before. And so the degenerate mindset is, I told you guys, where you degenerate value from your life, whether that's your paycheck, whether that's your debit cards, whether that's your retirement fund. You degenerate all that because you had that mindset. You're caught up in a culture that they created, an illusion that was created, and you keep putting your value to that. But no, we created another platform that where you won't waste your energy there, and that's Web 4 with us. Come with us. That's why we're going to create a platform, a launch pad, where other cryptocurrencies, Ethereum, Bitcoin based projects will be launched from here, where you'll be able to make another 1,000x, 2,000x, 3,000x. Constant wins back to back to back. We create an environment of winning. And we have, we have the knowledge and wisdom here. We have Tom and Mike and Brano and DC. We have the minds to do it, Linda. 12, upcoming bull run in Bitcoin halving. Analyze the potential impact of Bitcoin halving event and the anticipated bull run in the crypto market. Well, I think I did this too. Every 4 years, Bitcoin, it gets halved. It cuts it in half. It makes it worth a lot more because remind you that Bitcoin is scarce. It's only 19 of them. It's only 19 million of them. It's once they all get bought up, you'll never own a full Bitcoin. You'll own a percentage of a Bitcoin. Most people on this planet will never own a full Bitcoin. It's going to be hundreds of thousands of dollars. There will only ever be 21 million Bitcoin. Presently, more than 19 million Bitcoins have been already mined, leaving under 2 million left to be created. The Bitcoin protocol periodically reduces the number of new coins earned by miners in a process called halving. The available supply of fiat currencies rises and falls under the watchful eyes of the national central banks. But the total supply of Bitcoin is fixed and immutable. Same thing with cryptocurrency. It's fixed and immutable. There's no banks. There's no central bank behind it that controls its value. One of the most important features of cryptocurrency and Bitcoin is its limited supply and its issuance mechanism. Halvings, the Bitcoin halvings was happening here in a few months, 70 some days. It's in controlling the supply of new Bitcoins is one of the reasons the world's most popular cryptocurrency is seen as a store of value that's more akin to gold than a fiat currency. That's why it has so much more value. The governments and the big corporations can't control it unless they own so much of it. And now that BlackRock has announced and received its approval for its ETF, that means Fidelity and all those other 401k and retirement funds, they'll be able to take your money and put it into cryptocurrency and 1,000x on projects like WBN. But they won't tell you that they turned your 25,000 into 25 million. They'll just give you 26 $100,000 the next year, or they'll give you 28,000 on top of your 26. Come on, guys, it's all rigged, man. It's all rigged. Uh, so Bitcoin halving is when the reward for Bitcoin mining is cut in half. Halving takes place every 4 years. This halving policy was written into Bitcoin's mining algorithm to counteract inflation by maintaining scarcity. In theory, the reduction in the pace of Bitcoin issuance means that the price will increase if demand remains the same. It's like having a certain amount of something and taking half of it out and getting rid of it. That makes the value of the first half so much more. So on top of that, and also with the bull run, sorry guys, somebody tried to call me. A bull run, it's when a mass amount of assets, liquidity, money, cash comes into the market. And it comes into the market so you can hit 1,000x or 10,000x or 20,000x. Bitcoin has did millions of X's. You know, the value of what you think you're worth is what you're going to make in crypto. But I think, just tonight delivering the message to let people know that, hey, this is safe, man. You can come over here now. 13, understanding BlackRock ETFs. Decode what BlackRock ETFs mean for the financial and crypto markets. Man, I think we did that too. Once you know BlackRock, the leader of everything, BlackRock owns everything you consume, from your phones to the groceries at Walmart or what you get delivered from Amazon. BlackRock owns 90% of everything you consume. And now, January 2024, the United States federal government just approved BlackRock to invest your tax money and all your other money into cryptocurrency. But there's a stigma out there that crypto is a scam. Do you get it? No. So 14, the pump of the century. Explore the potential of the upcoming pump of the century and its implications for millennial wealth generation in the context of cryptocurrency. Wow. Anybody want to talk about the pump of the century? Because I have something intriguing to talk about. Steve, you got something to say about this big pump of the century coming? Tell people what they're missing here. Tell people what's about to happen with how much money and how much wealth will be transferred here.
Steve's got his mic off, but
Oh,
I think it's in my opinion, which is the lowest form of human knowledge, it's going to be one of the last pumps of the century before you're not going to get any more huge pumps. Because I feel like we're in that spot right before heavy regulations come in and people, the elites are not going to want people to be able to get rich anymore and make generational wealth. So I think that this is kind of the last hurrah for a huge bull run. So that's what I think about this pump in specific.
Now, Brano, when you say bull run, pump of the century, what do you really mean? Like if I had to ask you, what exactly does that mean? What's it mean for me, Joe, the paramedic from Los Angeles, California, who got a wife and two little girls, and me and my wife both have to work and we're still not making it. And what's that mean for someone who like us, who Maybe
It
has
means
a
it's gonna,
couple $1,000 to invest in
yeah,
something and turn it into hundreds of millions.
it means it's gonna be one of your last chances to put, it's for people who don't have hundreds of thousands or tens of thousands of dollars to throw into something. It's going to be one of your last chances to put, 1,000, 2,000 into something and, make those huge gains, make those 100x's, make those 1,000x's, depending on, where you go with it.
Right.
So yeah, I just think in the future, like, oh, this bull run ends or whatever, and there's another one, you're not going to see the same types of gains that you'll see in this one. So yeah, I definitely, if I'm speaking to somebody, the average Joe now, you need to be prepared for this one, and you need to be doing your research and try uh, and get in before the next one comes.
And what guys, what we're basically talking about, is this is the best time ever to be in crypto. Best time ever because it's the halving and it's the bull run. And what that means is there has not been a better time ever in the financial sector of the planet, not just America, not just China or Russia or in the world, where a transfer of wealth will take place. And it will take place in digital gold, internet gold. But it's actually the real currency. It's actually what everything is based on. It's not about the amount of money that's in bank accounts because that money really doesn't even exist. It's about the money that actually exists in wallets all on the planet, all on this ecosystem, on this blockchain. And it's only between two people. So if I send Steve 10 Ethereum, Steve gets his 10 Ethereum, and that's it. Nobody knows about it. Nobody cares about it. And nobody questions it. It's a digital asset. It's the wild wild west for a reason. But what the people have to understand is sooner or later there'll be a new sheriff in town because there's not going to be decentralization forever here. The government, corporations, and the tyrannical lunatics of the world will try to take crypto like they took the stock market and everything else. It's what they do. This is the people against an evil system. And the evil system is any one of us that's unplugged from the matrix. If you're still plugged into the matrix, you're not probably not going to make it at WBN and its ecosystem in Web 4. Web 4 isn't for you. You're probably more of a Web 3 or Web 2 guy. But the conscious ones have elevated and ascended, and we're taking our position on this planet. And we're coming for the wealth right now. That's what we want right now, the wealth. We're ready to make a new class of millionaires, billionaires. And that is us. This is us. So but I think guys, I think tonight we pretty much established a lot. A lot. I think we have a lot of content to 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 explore. I believe we have a lot of avenues here to go down. Because the people deserve this, man. I know they do because I do. I know I deserve
Yeah,
this.
I think this was a great, first showing just to kind of put everything out on the table, meet some more of the team and just, go more in depth. But I also think that, if we're going to do this, I don't know, weekly or whenever how often we do this, we should have a rotating panel of, different, either different team members want to come up or the same people come back, or maybe even invite, more community members on here, and or Steve or Amy want to come back and kind of, you know, continue it like that. Um, but yeah, no, I thought this was a good first show. video show?
Well, I honestly think it's gonna be it's gonna be that content that the world, society, has been waiting for. Um, Brano, I tell you a lot. Your age, your generation. I have a 28-year-old son, so a lot of things I see in you, um, I try to develop out of you, as if you were my son. But you have a lot of talent. You have you have a swag to you that that is not normal, my guy. It's not normal, and I'm the king of not normal, abnormal. Um, I know that what you have is special. You have a special talent. You are the messenger. You're the braino. Um, I knew that early on before I even knew who you were. When I just knew a voice. I think that's the beautiful thing about WBN, right? You're not just a PFP on Twitter. You actually know who this person is. You actually understand what their tweets mean, what their vision is. This is real. Twitter is not used to this. They're used to hearing "coming for it all" yelling in a space. They're used to somebody retweeting a pond with a little Pepe in there. They're not used to the real life who we are, what we are. You know, we are Web 4, and I say that with I hope enough clearance to get you to understand that once you understand what Web 3 and cryptocurrency was in 2023 and 2022 compared to what it is now in 2024. And I say that now because we are in the present moment. We are where we at in history. We're on the forefront, the new wave, and this is a project that's leading the way. I think that's colossal. Um, while Web 3 gets left in shambles, just like society shambles. Steve said he's scared for his life in the city where we're from. They'll kill you in this city. This city had 600 and some murders last year. They're taking your car. They're robbing you. Zombies. They're walking across the street at night with their eyes closed, and you know
I got
they'll
robbed
kill
three
you.
times.
What was that,
Wow.
Steve?
I got robbed 3 times. Gunpoint.
How much?
I lost a lot of money the first time, 60,000.
Was
See
that
that?
in the past? Was that in the past 5 years or in the past
No, this
year?
was
Or
in 2009,
oh, okay.
and then I had a fractured eye socket. Yeah,
Wow.
Wow.
I went through a lot. They came back the second time. Um, they scared me for my life. They said they were gonna shoot my leg if I didn't tell them where the money was, because obviously they got a lot from me the first time. Um, but yeah, I did some dumb things back then. Carrying money. A lot of Asians do that. Actually, they don't trust the bank.
Right. Right. Right.
Yeah.
And the crazy part is, you think about it, Steve, in his life, no matter at what point in his journey, he would never hurt a person. He's not that type of person. He doesn't have that type of character. He's a
Yeah.
loving, caring. He'd give you the shirt off his back. So for him to get pistol whipped with a pistol, and then scare him for his life, for him to give up everything he worked hard for, you know,
Yeah.
that's why you're here, Steve, because God is saying to you, all that you went through was for a reason, my son. It was for a reason. It was so you would rejoice, and you would reward these moments now from all the pain you endured, that all the sorrow, all the grief, all the loss, all the trauma, that now you're in deservings of millennial wealth. Millennial fucking wealth. Think about that. And all we have to do is tell the people about it and convince them that, guys, this is really it. I think that's going to be very easy, man. You know, that angers me when you just told me that story that you were pistol whipped and they broke your eye socket and they took 60,000, and you know that angers me because I know that this whole system here is designed to not care about that part, because not care about where society's at, where it's headed, because they don't care. They don't live in the streets we live in. They don't walk in the stores we walk in. Their kid won't get shot and drive by. So it's the disconnect for me, guys. It's the but yeah, man. And that's what Brano, did you talk or no? I'm
No,
sorry.
no, no.
Okay. Um, wanted to make sure everybody's still there. This society. I'm glad I touched on this, guys, because if somebody would have told me about this podcast and I would have said, "Did you hear the part about the time?" and they would have said, "No, I didn't hear you say that," I would have been mad at myself because I have expectations for myself that I cover uh, everything needed to get people to see a vision, hear a message. Um, Time, guys, is not real. You can look at your device that you're on right now, and I don't care what time it says there. It's wrong. Doesn't matter. Doesn't exist. It's an illusion. It's literally a fucking illusion. Take the power away from it. It doesn't exist. It's not real. Anything you could take the batteries out of and it doesn't work is not real. The only time you need to worry about is your journey here. And that doesn't have a limit. It doesn't have a set ending, but it had a beginning, and the beginning was miraculous. You were born from thin air. Uh, but that uniqueness is what's supposed to drive you at some point in your adult life. It's when you woke up and you realized that God created you. You are His creation. You are the universe. He created you in His likeness. And that means the beautiful mind that you have, the beautiful soul, the beautiful spirit of giving and loving and living and laughing. Um, that's the uniqueness of it. And I think we're all embracing that here. And
In you know what? Also, um, like I was, growing up, I was going to church and everything, and forced to go, every Sunday and be religious and practice, practicing Catholic. But when I was old enough to where I wasn't being forced to go every Sunday, I kind of just stopped going, and I just, I wasn't really super religious anymore for a good amount of time. I'd say from age maybe like 17, 18 to like 35. And you know, I say that because like I feel that the country is just going so far away um from like God and religion, and it's just turning so demonic and evil in a lot of ways that it's brought me back. Like it's brought me back to being like wow, like this country really needs, morals,
they
and it
re-
really
they
it
removed the spirituality aspect of life.
yeah.
They removed the religion. They removed the oneness, the selflessness, and they instilled greed and sheep mentality, herd mentality. Um, they did that because it's easier to manipulate and control the masses. Now, what they fear the most is us, me and you, and DC and Steve, that they fear us the most, because when we find our higher selves, when we wake up, we see that we see beyond their lies. And that's what they fear the most, guys. They fear this oneness. They fear this selflessness of our, we're not a herd mentality, but a collective mentality. And they fear that because this, we know how to direct energy now. And they fear that, you know. So yeah, Brano, you'd be correct, bro. You
Yeah,
know,
I
they,
just feel like there's a lot of people too in the country that are feeling that as well, and we're gonna get them because they'll feel it like I felt it.
you know, another thing I think about when we talk about this, guys, I think about all the people who want to believe in a presidential candidate and what they stand for. And what they're looking for in a person who presents themselves and puts themselves on a television and the computer artificially generated images um, is morals, values, and principles. They're looking for that in leadership. Problem with that is the world that those officials live in, it doesn't consist of morals and values and principles, because it's a controlled environment. It's a governed environment of a hierarchy. Um, and they don't care about the employee. They don't care about the worker. You're just a bristle on a broom. When you fall off, that motherfucker still sweeps up the dust. And that's how life and the government and these elites treat us. But see, we were always more than that, Brano, like you said. We were always conscious, but they just weaponized our luxuries, our pleasures. They weaponized it. They monetized our natural resources, our water, our food, our electric, our heat, you know. But now, like you said, Brano, we're coming back to that self. We're coming back to that consciousness. We're coming back to that spirituality because that's where we started. And that's why we feel the love and compassion that we have. We're back. WBN. You know, this community that we have here, the team that we have here, the dynamics of the individualism that's involved in this project is colossal, legendary. I know Mike had to leave earlier, but Mike is you know, Mike and his wisdom and his knowledge and his wisdom bank is worth a lot of money. Mike's a lot of value. Um, that's why you see the dynamic of the team here, the leadership qualities, the attributes, the ambition. You see that in the character and the fabric of what this project is. And I'm just grateful that it's us that get to show the world, that we get to be the messengers, that we get to be the bridge
Like
to
I Yeah, like I said, this call reminds me of old YouTube videos I've seen of people building companies and talking about crypto 10 years ago, or what, fuck, never mind, not even 10 years ago, like 15 years ago, back in 2008, 2009. And it's going to be very exciting to be able to look back on our videos and see, where we've gone and how far we've gotten. So
the
I can see
growth.
that in the future. I can see that 10 years from now. I can see, people looking back at these videos and being like, damn, like I wish I was into crypto back then. But
Right.
yeah,
Right. Think
exciting.
about our kids. You know, I think about my little 3-year-old grandson right now, who loves dinosaurs, and I know that cryptocurrency and this project, the Wisdom Bank Network, will be responsible for him making this world a better place, because the millennial wealth that comes from this project just won't be monetary. It will be wisdom instilled in his heart and his soul, morals and values and love, not generational curses of going to prison and living a life of drugs and sex and rock and roll. Of finally finding worth in ourselves, and finally change the trajectory of this bloodline. Because when I look at him, I see the world, I see the future, and I know that this younger generation they don't have it. They don't have it. The
Hey,
50.
Dame,
What's up, Mike?
have we made it abundantly clear that by millennial wealth, you're talking millennial as in literally wealth that could last you 100 years, not millennial, the generation after Generation X? Have we made that abundantly clear?
Well, I thought that was obvious, but that's a good point. Maybe you should
because
go.
because pop culture does have an assigned term for the word millennial, and that is the generation after Generation X. No, that's not what he means. He's not talking about that generation or any one generation. He literally means the type of wealth that could last you 100 years. Just want to make that clear, because our good friend Damon has a slang and a vernacular all his own, but he has a hell of a message, that's for sure.
Thank you, Mike. Thank you. Yes,
Yeah, I
millennial.
understood it. I understood when you kept saying millennial wealth, but yeah, you're right. Other people might not get it or make that connection.
Correct.
They probably never even heard the term millennial wealth. It's not a mindset that has been
No,
given.
you made it up. You're an original, bro. That's why we have to explain what you mean. You're 100% original, brother.
um, but that's so far along the lines of self mastery that average, more even above average human beings can't manifest that type of thought of millennial wealth. But you best believe that the families in the control system and the Rockefellers and the Rothschilds, they laugh when they hear generational wealth. Because I don't know what comes after millennial wealth every thousands of years, but that's what this really is. This is thousands of years, millennials of wealth here. This is the digital gold, and you're at the gold rush. If you can put that into words for normies, for normal people, for Tom the electrician, or Rob the fucking HVAC guy, or Cecil the police captain, or George the sanitation worker, if you can put it in the context for them that this is a digital gold rush and you're here. This is digital gold, and you have your fork and you have your gloves, and you're standing on top of the gold. If we can somehow try to deliver that message to the conscious souls on this planet, then it won't take us very long.
No,
Either way.
and I think it's good, Dame, to come up with new lingo to use, because things just get repetitive. Ultimately, millennial wealth, generational wealth, it's the same thing in that it's the type of money that most people cannot acquire due to the means of the system we all live within. It's not designed for you to make generational wealth, millennial wealth, or any other type of wealth. It's
Right.
designed to make you a debt slave. It's
Right.
designed to keep you in debt from the moment you are born until the moment you die. So, slang aside, and all these different terms are really neither here nor there. Our message is you have to think beyond that. You have to find something to believe in, and you have to follow your dedication to that. And I think people should want more. You should want more than to be a debt slave until the day you die.
One
And
of
if
the
you don't
things,
want more than that, you need some
Mike,
new goals.
Mike, one of the things that we talked about early on here in this project, and we had to make it clear, right? Because there's people out here that may put 1,500 into this and just say at 300 X's and they make just a couple hundred grand. They may only be aiming towards a couple 100,000 because they've never had that before in their life. I wanted tonight to explain that a little bit deeper because that's what separates an investor, a diamond hand investor, and a degenerate. A degenerate will think 100,000, 150,000 can change their life right now. And it can. It can give a down payment on a house. Shit, it can buy you a couple fixer uppers. Uh, it can do some development.
It could
It will be
also just
enough.
give you a $75,000 tax bill as well. So you
Right,
probably want to aim a little higher than that.
right. So my point being, um, you have to raise the bar for people and let them know that listen, 150 grand is instant pleasure. Thinking and valuing yourself at 15 million is a little bit different because you have $15 million dreams now. You're not thinking small minded like 150,000 air. You're actually thinking like having 15 million and having residual income coming in from real estate development and cryptocurrency where you're bringing in 450,000 a month. People can't grasp that reality or even think they're worthy of that. So I think it's important that we articulate that we have that type of mindset here in this project, in this community, that we have builders. And that's what the Wisdom Bank Network is. It's a network of like-minded individuals who are sharing ideas and innovation with each other. They're joining in that oneness of the Holy Spirit, of the love of God, the consciousness, and they're pursuing dreams and inspirations. If we can articulate that a little bit, fine tune that a little bit, it's a moonshot. It's already been a moonshot here. We almost did 20 million, guys. That's, I'm proud
Good
for
job.
that.
Good job. Yeah. Okay, guys, I want to hit the end recording button because it's already it's a 3 hour and 16-minute video, and I want to make sure it saves it. So do we want to just give final thoughts before
Everybody,
we
final thoughts. Let's go.
yeah. Anybody can hop in.
Some of us give your first thoughts. I've been absent most of this video. Go ahead.
Well, my final thoughts is just stay strong, stay the journey, and keep that fire burning down in your stomach. Wisdom Bank Work is the bridge to financial freedom. Thank you guys for coming.
Thank you, Linda. DC, final
Hello.
thoughts.
I just want to say that we built this for our family first, and this isn't about the money. This is really about changing our futures and our children's futures and our children's futures.
All right. Thank you, DC. Steve, did you have any final thoughts?
Um, uh, as far as this project goes, I'm gonna keep doing my part keep onboarding people that's going to be deserving. I just onboarded 3 more people today. He
Awesome.
just texted me that he was going to buy his first crypto. He's a normie. And I just convinced my brother yesterday. So he's going to come to the shop, and he told me to set him a wallet because he doesn't know how to set all that stuff up. But other than that, the next podcast, the JP and JC, I just talked to them on text that they want to come in and talk about how they found WBN and put their
Tomorrow.
story.
Tomorrow.
Perfect.
Okay. Yeah.
Tomorrow will be our next podcast.
Okay, so both of them are on board as far as doing a podcast.
We have an Yoshi.
You can hear their story, and I think this will add more value and how transparent and selfless this community is. So I think it's going to be great.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, appreciate you being here. Mike, any final thoughts?
Yeah, I hope you all live as long as you want, never want as long as you live. Stay tuned.
Awesome. I love that sign off. Amy, is Amy still there? If not, it's okay. Damon, without speaking for an hour straight, give us some final thoughts.
Awakening is like swimming against the current, the tide pulling you while you fight to stay afloat. Water in your throat, in your nose, in your eyes, in your ears, you can't see. Your life's purpose is something totally different now. It's no longer Netflix and chill or keep up with the Kardashians. It's to dissolve and disintegrate everything that is not truth so you can discover your real nature, your higher self, your Holy Ghost. Awakened souls are dangerous because their way of being is a natural rebellion against the culture, the current culture. Awakening is not pleasurable at first because you become more aware that there is just not that many of you. You realize that you will have to love many people from a distance, that the earth is separating the conscious from the sleep, the conscious from the sheep. The universe doesn't recognize pain, only energy. And the highest form of vibrational energy is love. And you must first love yourself. And after that, it will all make sense. Your people will come. They will find you. But first, you must find yourself. Find your worth. I can tell you that is here. It's in Web 4. Worth billions now. Wisdom Bank Network. Hello to the Ethereum blockchain and digital gold. This is the way out, people. And we'll reach you and we'll teach you. But if you can't feel it, then you can't heal it. And remember that the truth sounds like hate to those who hate the truth. And if you can't face that, then you're not gonna make it.
Awesome. Love it. So yeah, thanks everybody for listening to episode 4 of the Wisdom Bank podcast. Hopefully you guys were able to feel the energy and the vibes in this space tonight. And yeah, everybody have a good night, and we'll see you on the next one.